The
Too
Lord's Day.
It is. It's the Lord's Day. Gotta do the Lord's work.
Speaking of the Lord's work, welcome back to Scary for a Pleasure, where Scary's getting pleasure and we're talking about it. I'm Max.
I didn't know we were recording.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
That's awesome. At one point, I was like, "We can start now."
And then I didn't actually do it because we were deep in thought about ginger snaps.
I don't think you're missing anything. I feel like when I'm eating ginger snaps, I'm eating something that's like my mom's tricking me into thinking it's a candy.
Okay.
You know, she's like, "Oh yeah, it's sour apple gummy, but it's actually broccoli." No, you can't do that. How would you?
I'm pretty sure that's what sadists do.
they make their kids eat broccoli.
like just give them like you get like a gummy bear, right? And you're expecting it to be like green apple or like watermelon or something, and then it's just broccoli flavored.
I love that you explained it because we started off the same way. You were like, "All right, here we go. Think about it." That's what you do. And there's that clip of you being like, you dip it in acid, sprinkle it in cocaine.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
was like this. Yeah. That's me describing the game Amygdala, because Elvin was playing it.
Oh.
Amygdala is a game where you have like, I think it's like a pocket watch, and you are running around this house, and there's just like giant limbs of things in the house. It's all like weird and bloody and gory and
That sounds good, but what do you do with all the limbs?
I don't know, I didn't watch that much of it.
So you find the limbs, you put it together to make your perfect friend, and the friend's name is Mimigula. What was it? What was it? I studied. What
Amygdala?
Was it? Amygdala. I'm sorry, my mouth couldn't do that.
The way you were describing it, I don't know why, but when you said perfect, I was thinking of Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
That's damn right.
I've been seeing a lot of those memes recently where someone's like, "God, you're perfect," and then it's just Cell at the bottom, like, but how perfect?
But how perfect? There was one form of Cell. Cell has like a bunch of forms, but what if remember like that big duck fucking face? There was one that was a big duck face. Yeah, that one, not perfect Cell.
Give me a minute while I look up duck Cell.
Like all of Cell's forms. Was there like a fat Cell?
This
like a big
one?
husky Cell? Yeah. I don't like that one. Yeah, I guess that's the one. I don't like that. He's not perfect. He's not perfect, Sal. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z villain?
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in so long I don't remember anyone.
Usually
probably
like
people Broly?
Like, oh shit, that's a good answer.
But like green hair Broly.
Did you see the Broly movie?
No.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
It's gorgeous. It's so good. It's so good. I like Boo because he's like fat and shit. And then there's like, there's the other Boo.
Majin
like
Buu?
I don't know. Yeah, and now like Fat Boo is in Dragon Ball Z Super is like nice. And he's a good guy. And all he wants to do is eat and stuff. And I'm just like, I fucking relate. I love Boo. Jor's been watching I want to say Hamtaro every fucking time, but it's Naruto.
Naruto, yeah.
Naruto. I told him that he has to stop playing the intro because it's in my head like all day long because it's just the same thing over and over again. Those anime intros.
Yeah.
They're the fucking worst.
It's because they're just so catchy.
They are. Oh, I'm Allie. I forgot to say my name before. This is fun.
Do you have a favorite anime opening?
So I I don't know if this counts. So I have two, and it's the American Sailor Moon opening.
Yeah.
Fighting evil,
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? That
Yeah.
is such a
That's
good
the best
opening.
one.
It's so good.
Mhm.
But another one, there's that other magical girl anime that I'm obsessed with called Monica Magica,
Mhm.
and they did something cool where the opening for the first two episodes was like you know, like very like high pitched,
Mhm.
whatever, and girly,
Yeah.
and then at the end of like the second episode, something really bad happens,
Mhm.
and the next opening is like like all
Yeah.
like, and I loved that. I
Yeah.
think that was really cool. How about you?
So yeah, I have two favorite openings as well. The anime Bleach. I believe it's the eighth opening they have because they have like 12 or 13 like like openings. It's called Change. It's a
Okay.
very good song. And
Mhm.
then the very first theme song in Full Metal Alchemist is very good. I believe it's called Melissa.
Who is he? I don't know why I'm so dumb.
God damn it. The band that sings that song, they're called Porno Graffiti.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know how, but they
Just
they
dicks everywhere.
pretty much they do a lot of like really good like anime openings. I can't
That's
name any
awesome.
more else any others, but like that's the only one that I know, and I like but the moment you hear them, like, oh yeah, that's them.
Porno graffiti. Have you seen Death Note all the way?
Yes.
Did
Yeah.
you see that Netflix Death Note movie
I watched it twice
because you liked it so much?
because so I watched it once and I was like, this is hot garbage. I'm going to show my partner at the time. And then we watched it together and she was like, yeah, I can't watch this anymore. Like halfway through this, and I was like, yeah, like that's fine, and we just went and like hung out outside. Like that's pretty much what happened.
I couldn't believe how, so they tricked us. Let
Yeah,
me tell you how they tricked us. Is in the preview for the Netflix Death Note movie, they showed Ryuk,
yeah,
who looks fucking awesome.
yeah,
Like, he looked fucking top notch. The apple, like, it was so fucking cool. They didn't show anything else
yeah.
but Ryuk and like a little like scene.
Hmm.
That's how they got us. Everything, they spent all their money, their time, their writing skills on that part for Ryuk
Yeah.
and nothing else. It was like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Hmm.
And but maybe it was because I'm so dramatic. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. But maybe it's because I loved the series Death Note so much, and seeing that get like just ripped apart by this abominable movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, I
Uh,
saw my my ex-partner at the time write on Facebook like, there you are, Max. You were so unclear. I thought my eyesight was finally going.
oh, hey, it finally changed.
Hey, yes.
Sorry about that.
The whole time I'm just like, well, by the end of this, I'm gonna be completely blind. They wrote on their Facebook page, you know, I don't care what anyone says. The Netflix Death Note movie is so good. And I'm just like, this is why we were not meant to be.
Yeah.
How do you
um.
think that?
Sorry. One more time.
How do you think that? Like, how do you think that's a good Death Note movie?
I
Little
think
Brain?
I think like Willem Dafoe like carries that movie. So like if you
Mm-hmm.
look at like his performance like as Ryuk, like if we could take everything else away from that movie, like it would be such a great movie. If that movie was a backstory for Ryuk and like showing him like his progression of uh like before like the Death Note series, I think that would be pretty fucking cool actually. Because we don't really
That'd
get
be
that
cool too.
much.
Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of like the place where he like lives above
Yeah.
with all the other I don't know what they were called.
I think they're like
Death Angels.
I think it's Purgatory is where they live, and they're called Shinigamis.
Shinagamis. That's
Hmm.
right. That is such a great word.
It's
Does that
it's
mean
like such a
anything?
yeah. It's the Japanese word for like demons, I think, or like evil
Shinigami.
spirits. I like that's such like a it's like a good like band name. If it's not a
Oh,
band name, like
oh, wait a second. Ideas right now. You, me, and Jugs. We gotta form a heavy metal band called
fuck
Shinigami.
yeah.
We need like a drummer, but
Yeah.
we can get you on bass. I'll play guitar. He can do harsh folks.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't even give a fuck what he's saying, actually. As long as it's heavy and unrecognizable.
Oh,
Just need a drummer. We got this.
yeah. So, I love that you say that because I have an album in my collection. The band's called Corpse. Korpse. And
It's corn, but it's the
yeah.
2024 version.
um. But like, and in this album, like, so like the songs have lyrics, but in the album art, the I kid you not, it just says like where the lyrics should be in the liner notes, it just says unintelligible screaming about blank subject. And it's the best.
That's what I want. That's
Yeah.
what I want out of Shinigami. Like, like I'm like, Jugs, listen, I need you to scream really hard and heavy about this like seahorse human hybrid and explain everything. But I don't want any of it to be like what's the word I'm looking for?
Intelligible.
Tangible,
Yeah.
intelligible. I thought that was wrong. I was like, okay, intelligible. Thank you, my son. I think it'd be great. You'd be
Yeah.
like, that's it. That's it. I'll text the group chat.
Oh my god, I need to tell you something. So I've in the past like 2 weeks, like 3 of my friends have sent me pictures of. So apparently in Canada, the Evil Dead musical is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They've like I've gotten like tagged on Twitter. Like my friends have been like, I've seen this poster and thought of you, and I'm just like, so funny story. I hate this musical. like I think it's pretty well documented that I do not like this musical. Not that it's a bad musical or anything. I just don't think it makes sense personally.
Evil Dead the musical?
Yeah.
Yeah. Though doesn't make sense, and I hate musicals. You
Yeah.
hate musicals?
No, I like
I didn't know
musicals.
that.
No,
Oh, you
I
do.
like musicals. I just don't like this one.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like I've seen like a little bit of it, but I cannot get behind random singing.
Yeah,
I
and
just I
like
know
Evil
it's
Dead
like
the musical is the worst for that one. Because
man,
there's that scene where they're
that's right.
in yeah because there's that scene where they're in the kitchen, they just burst out into a song about cooking something or something like
I
that.
hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it. That's what ruined Bob's Burgers for me. Every fucking episode, something would happen. I would drop a penny on the ground. And they'd be like, "Oh man, I dropped a penny. Oh, this penny. Oh, this penny." And then Linda would start singing about a fucking penny, and I'm just like, "Ah, I hate it. I hate it." That's my
That's
Linda.
fair.
Oh, this.
I
Oh
think
my god.
I think it was Rocco's Modern Life.
Life.
They
I
did
like World. That's fun.
they did like a spoof on that, and where Rocco is like talking to like one of his friends, and he's like, did you guys organize this?" And it's like, "Yeah, we meet every Tuesday to practice
Yeah.
these songs." I'm just like, "Oh, okay, that's awesome." Like
I loved Rocco's Modern Life.
I never saw
I was
it.
thinking of, oh my
I'm
god,
too young.
you left. So just a little something is Rocco, who's like a wallaby, has a
Mhm.
friend named Heifer, who's a cow
Mm.
or steer or whatever it is. And one time, Heifer got a girlfriend who was the species that his species eats. And the parents, he brought her over to like meet the parents, but the parents thought that he brought her over for to be dinner. So, like, it's just it's just ridiculous. One time, Rocco was babysitting his friend's pet bird, and then Heifer comes over and sits on it. And his bird's name was Turdy. The bird's name was Turdy. It's just ridiculous. You can't make these shows like anymore. They're so good. Turdy.
I'm pretty sure
what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure all these like animators were on some kind of crack. Like
The first episode of Rocco was him being a sex phone operator, and he was like, "Oh, baby,
oh, that's
oh,
right.
baby, oh, baby." Remember?
That's that episode. Okay. Yeah. I've seen that episode, but I haven't seen anything else of it. And I'm just because I just remember that one part of that episode, and I'm just like, oh, I always forget that's that show.
SpongeBob was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like they were just there's so much fucking. He took all the fucking candies, the acid candies, and then had a rave with the jellyfish.
Yeah.
him and who's that pink fuck?
Patrick. Yeah. Patrick the pink fuck.
I thought it was Scar, but if you insist.
Isn't pink fuck the drink they drink in Ash vs. Evil Dead?
That's correct. And in the Ash vs. Evil Dead video game, that gives you energy. It's like ketamine.
Nice.
It has ketamine in it.
Yeah, isn't it like half the drink is like vodka and then like the other half is like it's just ketamine?
It's just ketamine. It's pink, yeah. Just downs them.
I'm pretty sure ketamine is horse tranquilizers. Like you should not be drinking this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I would never try ketamine. No offense to anyone who does it or whatever, but my anxiety is so bad that I would think that I was hallucinating. By the way, speaking of horse tranquilizer, would you like to hear my horse impression?
Sure, why not?
So George says it's really bad. I think it's a 10 out of 10. So I need you to be the person who tells me. Okay, ready?
Okay.
That's not it. I coughed. You were like, "That's terrible, House."
No, I was genuinely be like, that's a great impression, Allie. Good job.
All right. Was that good?
You know, I think you've done that before on the podcast, and I didn't remember it until just now. Until you did it. It was either your impression of the horse or your impression of the reindeer.
What reindeer?
The reindeer. So you know how Krim says that clip where she's like, "Oh damn, I almost squirted on that reindeer."
Yeah.
You're playing that game, but you're just like, "Hey, Corn, you want to hear my impression of this reindeer?" And then you just make like a wild, violent noise.
Oh my god! I want to know what I did.
I think in the podcast you were like, "You want to hear my impression of this reindeer?" And I was like, "No," and you were like, "Yeah, that's fair." I was just very scared to like think about this like noise because I was like, "Oh no."
Next time I ever ask you, do you want to hear my impression of this? Or, oh my god, you want to hear something I just wrote? If you say no, I understand.
And I don't want to be mean about it, but it's just like, I don't want to be mean, but I also have to be firm about it. Like,
now.
like I don't want to just like shut you down, but I also don't want to be mean, you know? So I just have to be like, no, and then just move on.
Bad alley. Down.
I just get like a spray bottle.
Yeah, like, that's like the change the subjects. Anyway, I just spit all over myself. Ow, my stomach hurts from laughing. What, my organs hurt already? That could be the name of our first track for What's her band's name again?
Shinigami.
Oh, Shinigami. I can't breathe, Max. I can't breathe.
Welcome to my world.
For Shinigami, our first track could be called Why Do My Organs Hurt?
Oh no.
It could be about like baking or something. Like so like unrelated.
It's like like the title is like that, but like the song is just a recipe to chocolate chip cookies.
In. Genius.
It's
What
just
could be
jugs
better?
like 3 cups of flour.
Bum, 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 bum. I mean, here's the lyrics, Chunks. This is the recipe, Betty Crocker. I'm like yes.
like we're all just like so we're all just like standing around like a bag of like Nestle Toll House chocolate chips, and we're just like,
yes.
That's the song.
It's Toll House, Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. That's the stuff. That's the song. I'm fucking hurting. I'm hurting so much. We are Shinigami and we like cookies and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Nobody steal this idea. We copyright this part with just saying
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh fuck. I like literally could not breathe. That's such a great idea though. I'm fucking in. I'm fucking in. Have you
no,
wise,
wait, before we go on, I just like the idea that we're all just in, I like the idea that we're just in a room, just we're it's just all that's in this room is a table, and the only thing on the table is just this bag of chocolate chips, and we're all just staring at it. And we're just like, that's it.
That's
just like dramatic point and everything.
Picks up the fucking jar of chocolate, the thing of chocolate chips, like the bag, the flippity bag, and he starts reading it off. He's like, calories 375. This is genius.
Jesus Christ. That's just how I'm gonna imagine all like screamy songs from now on. They're just different cookie recipes.
I think it's genius. I think it's a great idea. And you know what? Who's to say that all these screamy bands, that's not what they're saying? I have no idea what they're fucking saying.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I could do scream. I could do screamy, but it has to be like with singing.
Yeah.
Like maybe a screamy verse and then like a really catchy singing chorus.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Mm-hmm.
In some circumstances, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of like Motionless in White. Like kind of things like that.
Just like really good metalcore bands.
Ice Nine Kills. You know, like, but their hooks it's insane.
Oh yeah. Spencer knows how to write the best hooks.
Like like it's insane. Like how is someone this talented? Right? It's incredible. I wish everyone knew his name. You
Yeah.
know,
The fact that he
wish
opened
everyone.
the fact that Ice Nine Kills got to open for Metallica this year is a huge win.
I mean, who wouldn't love them?
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you think that because Ice Nine Kills, they had the Silver Scream and the Silver Scream Part Two, and those are their like horror albums. The ones before that were about books. Do you think that Ice Nine Kills is going to continue with the horror theme, or you think they're going to move on?
I I mean, personally I would love to see a third one, but like I also don't want it to become like too much of a running thing. I think it would if they're going to make a third one, they should just end the trilogy. And
Right, it should be a trilogy, right?
I think
What
cuz
would they
like
call it? Welcome to Horrorwood is Silver Stream Part Two. Silver Stream Part Three. Welcome to the internet. I fucking have no idea what I'm saying. But I mean, I love these songs so much. I
Mhm.
don't want them to stop. There's so much. There's so many movies. Come
Yeah.
on, like, but
Yeah.
I understand that, like, maybe moving on to something else would be beneficial for them in the future, but maybe not because that's what I feel like that's what they're known for now is horror movie songs.
Yeah.
Horror movie songs. That had a little bibbity bop in there.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I
What?
really liked Every Trick in the Book. Every Trick in the Book was a
Mhm.
really good album. Um like the I think it's called People in the Attic. I think that's the
That's a
song.
great song.
Like the
And
chorus
it's
to
in the
that
fucking 4th of
song.
July.
What?
Yeah, I was singing
Oh, you
it.
were?
My-
When did they mention 4th of July in that song? What?
Maybe that's the wrong song.
People in the Attic is the I look back in the cracks of my life in slow motion
No,
song.
that's the other one. Yep, I was singing the other one. Oops. I stand in the cracks of my life in slow
Yeah.
motion.
Can I tell you a
These
funny
are
story
words.
about lyrics?
Yes.
So Kendrick Lamar has released a new album.
You and Kendrick Lamar.
I'm sorry, he makes really good rap music.
Kendrick Lamar Sin. Tell me more about Kendrick
So
Lamar.
he has this song. I forget what the song is called, but the let me look up the lyrics for it real quickly because I have it in my search history. Um, so the opening lyric to this song is "Woke up looking for the broccoli," but the first time I heard it was woke up looking like a broccoli, and I was like, "What the fuck? Just looking? How the fuck do you look like a broccoli?"
His hair was really froey.
Probably.
I don't know what he looks like.
Fair enough. But like the first because the he teased this song in one of his most recent music videos,
Mhm.
and then he like made it into an actual song, which thank God, because a lot of the times rappers will tease a song at the beginning of like a music video, and then they won't like do anything with it, and I'm just like, ugh, but why?
But why? What does waking up looking for some broccoli mean? Is he hungry?
I don't know enough about rap to like speak on this thing, so I just think it's funny.
Um, okay, Google. What does waking up looking like a broccoli mean?
Here are some results from a search.
Woke up to me means he's hungry and looking for some green, you know? Oh, maybe wake and
So like
bake.
money?
No, like he's wake and
Oh,
bake, like
okay. Yeah, like
looking for weed.
weed, got it.
Yeah, but he's
I
trying to be all cute and stuff and be like, look at me and I'm healthy. You want to know a fun lyric thing? I remember this. The song Crawling by Linkin Park
Okay.
in the album, in the lyric book in the album, he says, what do you think he says crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing, right? Do you
Yeah.
hear that?
Mhm.
I remember so clearly in the album book for the lyrics, it said, consuming all I feel. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
think it is
did
either.
they like purposely put like the why would they put the wrong lyrics
I'm
in the
sure it was
albums?
just a misprint.
I mean, that's still a good lyrics. I mean,
Sure, yeah.
it's consuming, right?
Yeah.
It's ever so consuming.
Yes, I
I
too
make up
crawl when I
words.
consume things.
Yes. I mean, if it's delicious enough, I'll do whatever to eat it. Giggity? What?
Whoa. Back up.
Whoa. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day.
The only thing we should be on our knees for today is the Lord.
It's right. We should be given 10 hallelujahs or whatever they're called. Is that what they're called?
I don't know. I'm not religious.
Hail Marys. Not hallelujahs.
I don't know.
Do you know what that song Hallelujah is about?
Is it secretly about
the-
fucking?
Kinda.
Enlighten me, Allie.
So we're all familiar with the Hallelujah song, right?
Yeah.
It's about coming.
Hey, I wasn't too wrong.
Yeah, like, kinda. I was recently told about that. And I didn't know, and I just wanted to share it with you.
You're just like, I have trauma for this. You must be with me now.
You must be with me now. You know what? I remember Crimmy hates repetition.
Sure.
And I remember her telling me once that song, the Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Yeah.
She says she hates that song like more than anything because it just like it doesn't end.
Yeah.
And he just keeps. There's so much levee in the Chevy or whatever. It's whatever.
He drove the Chevy to the levee.
Yeah, there you go.
I can see why she doesn't like repetition. That's why I don't like newer Iron Maiden, because newer Iron Maiden is just way too many woes.
I like The Offspring.
I guess so,
The
yeah.
The Offspring is whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's how you know it's an Offspring song.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Did you hear that? An Offspring song. That's so
Oh, I thought you
gross.
swallowed like a hair or something. I was like, oh my god.
No, I just made the face like I did, though.
You did. That's why it concerned me.
Way too much pepperoni. Sometimes it catches me off guard, and I hate it.
I think it's great. That's like one of my favorite things to like do in your chat is just like pay attention. Like sometimes I just pay attention a little too hard to things that you say, and then you don't catch it, but I do, and then you just start laughing at chat. It's my favorite.
I love them, and then I'm like, this shall be pinned right now because this makes me laugh.
I love when like I'll say something like I don't remember what I said the other day, but I said something like I meant it like wholeheartedly, like kindly or something, but it sounded like sus.
Yeah.
And you were like, I love the way you worded that. I'm pinning this. And then like people came in and saw it. They're like, what the fuck is with this pinned comment? I'm just like, don't worry about it.
It's the best. I love it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you make me laugh so hard in chat. I also you haven't sassed me in a while, and I miss it. I miss the
I
sass.
sassed you not even like 2 minutes ago.
That's true. Wait a second.
And then not even
That was
2
this.
seconds ago.
That was it, and you just. And then again.
Crimmy's gonna hate this part because it's just me sassing you over and over again.
Sassing over and over again. Have you listened to the new Linkin Park album?
Not the album, but I've been listening to The Emptiness Machine over and over again.
The Emptiness Machine is a great song. It's probably I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but that's probably the best song.
Yeah.
Out of it. It's so catchy.
I like Emily's parts of it.
Her voice is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's female Chester. Like it's so female Chester.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the whole like shit with her like defending that guy and being like Scientology.
So I heard about that, and I didn't really like pay too much attention about it,
Mm-hmm.
because I only like the one song, and like I don't even like. It's not that I don't like Linkin Park. I just don't listen to them as much as like everyone else does. So I don't like pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to them as
Yeah.
much as like everyone else does. Like they're just like I like what is it? Numb, Crawling.
Mm-hmm.
What's the third one that everyone likes?
In the
In
end,
the end, that one, and then the Emptiness Machine. Like I like those 4 songs, and like that's about it.
totes. Yeah,
Um,
that's like the first. That's the thing that everyone's been asking me. They're like, well, yeah, but what about her defending that guy who was a pedophile or whatever? Um, Maybe this is bad, but like I'm just into the songs. Like
yeah.
like I'm sorry that like I want to listen to it if I like
Hmm.
it. I just don't pay attention either. Like I know
Yeah.
that's bad to say, but like I'm gonna listen to this.
Well,
Like
I don't even think it's bad to say. I think a lot of people like just listen to the songs and like not so much pay attention to the band members more than we think they do. But it's just the vocal like the vocal people who will like a band and then they'll be upset like that they like a band and this band has done something bad, or
mhm.
they'll have like one bad member. I always feel bad because I really like one song by the band As I Lay Dying,
Yeah.
and like their singer's just a fucking douchebag, but their bass player is like my favorite musician of like all time. Like I think I told you,
Awesome.
like Josh Gilbert just is like such a
Mhm.
big influence on me. Like I want to be like I want like his uh he does the singing chorus of My Own Grave from Shaped by Fire or whatever. Like that song like is only a good song because he sings in the chorus.
That's awesome.
And he's with Spirit Box now. He's
Spirit
the
Box is
bass
great.
player. Yeah, and his
Nice.
he does the pre-chorus in The Void when they do it live, and it's so good. Like his
Fuck
his
yeah.
his vocals add so much personality to like live sets, and like it makes The Void like feel better as like a live song. And I love musicians that can do that. Um I don't know. Like I like if I could like sing like anyone, I'd want to sing like Josh Gilbert. Really,
You can do it.
I'm sure.
Make your
I mean,
dreams come true,
I can
Max.
like attempt to sing. I mean, you've
Oh,
been listening to my close friends' stories. Like I've just been like attempting to sing and trying to get back into it because
that's
I really
awesome.
like it.
Singing's great, especially like driving, like
Hmm.
singing in the shower, like when you're alone. I'll
Yeah.
like put on my headphones and put on a song, and then I'll dance in front of the mirror and like pretend to sing.
Hmm.
Like that's like my favorite thing to do on like my lunch, like my breaks at work,
Uh-huh.
just to get up and like bop around and be like.
Yeah. I
Were there any bands? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like I really want to learn to play my bass and sing at the same time. But like it's really difficult for me because I'm really good at playing the bass and like I'm somewhat decent at singing, but I can't do it at the same time unless like I know the song and I can like get into like a rhythm. That's why I
Smart.
like older metal songs because a lot of them are just one note over and over again with like little like additions here and there, and but like the singing is just like one consistent sound, nothing like high, nothing like low, and yeah.
Have you in your music lifetime, have you ever been like you listen to a band, you like the band, and then you hear them getting me too'd so badly or something happens where you're just like, well, I can't actually no longer listen to this band anymore. Has that ever happened to you? Because it has happened to me a couple of times.
Forgive me. What does "Me Too" mean? What is
Oh,
what is
like
that?
I'm sorry, like let's say the singer of a band um gets arrested for CP
Oh, um,
or like SA.
yeah. Um, it's always like it's always gonna depend on the band,
Mm-hmm.
cause like I like a lot of like smaller underground bands who are kind of like really good about like making sure their fans feel like wanted and heard and all that. So like I don't really run into that problem all that much. I don't really like more popular bands. So I don't really run into that issue a lot. But like As I Lay Dying, like I like that one song, and like I hate Tim Limbesis as a person. That song is just really good, and like I relate to it a good bit, but like I don't I like that one song, and I can kind of like be like this song is good. I don't like this person though. I'm pretty good about separating separating things. Same with like Linkin Park. Like I love the one song, but but I don't know Emily enough to be like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like her as a person. I don't anything like that.
Right. And I think that's the difference between like what I'm asked. So what I'm asking is like, you had a long-term um commitment to listening to a band, as opposed to we're just listening to like Emily for the first time. We don't have like kind of like the room to judge, or just for I'm speaking out of my ass, but like for
Yeah.
me, like just yet, like I'm just here to listen to her. I don't have this like standing relationship. But is there any like bands that like you loved and you listened to that you can no longer listen to because a circumstance happened with that band? For me, there was two bands growing up. One of them, I can't remember the name of them. I think it started with an M, but they sing that song. That's called "Last Train Home," and the song that's called "Wake Up, Make a Move." That singer is in prison forever for CP. Got rid of all of their stuff. I used to love that band. I love them so I love them so much I can't even fucking think of the name. And then there was that band called Blood on the Dance Floor. You know
I don't remember what
about them.
I don't remember what the guy did, but like I know like people hate him for something.
Yeah, he would like sleep with like young girls, and it was just not good stuff.
Yeah.
So those are like two bands that I can't listen to now without feeling icky. Like I even if I wanted to, right, I put it on, I'm like, oh, let's change it, I don't know if you've had that experience or not. If you haven't, like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like again, like I don't really like popular like
Yeah,
metal bands.
that's true.
So it's kind of just like and even if I do, I don't like really pay attention to the band members unless like I've seen them live, and I've only
Yeah.
seen like a few bands live.
Hmm.
So
What was the last band you saw live?
Powerwolf, I believe. Yeah. That was
Oh yeah.
I love the conversation we had that night where I was like, if Powerwolf was if church was like a third as cool as a Powerwolf concert, I'd go to church. And you were like, if God was 1/3 as real, I'd go to church. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you did say that.
That's
I laughed so hard.
Oh my god, that's so metal. I love that
Yeah.
about me. I didn't even-
I was so
awesome.
proud.
What the real? So funny. Oh my god. What made that concert cool? Like, I don't think I've ever been to a power metal concert.
Oh, power metal concerts are like, there's not as much moshing, which I really like.
Because we're all old, except for you.
Well, I just don't like
You took
moshing
after
because
him.
I don't like running into people, and I also just don't like
Yeah.
I also don't like touching people unless
I don't want anyone sweating on me.
yeah. And like that's just
Yeah.
what metal shows are. They're just like a bunch of sweaty people like getting like their rage out pretty
Sweaty.
much.
People getting sweaty.
Yeah. I think the best part about that concert was when Powerwolf played. They played "Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend," and
Demons are a
someone
girl's best friend.
yeah that song is so good live, but someone got proposed to in the pit, or like in like the pit, like they were like they like made like a circle around them, and like someone got proposed to, and then everyone was like,
Oh.
and like at the end when they played the song the first time, everyone was like, she said yes, and the singer was like, what? And he looked over, like they were like over here for me, and he was like, oh, they're getting married. And then like he played the song again, just for like shits and giggles, and everyone was like, "Whoa, yeah." um,
That's so nice.
uh,
That's the
and
best proposal. What the fuck?
yeah. Oh, if I ever get to like if I ever get to propose to my future partner, I'm gonna do it at a concert. Like,
Hell yeah.
um,
Oh, that warms my heart right now. I'm
I
all
like.
fuzzy now.
And like the second best part about that show was, so the venue I went to is I believe it's called the Fillmore. It's in Silver Spring.
Mhm.
There's a like bottom like entrance level where it's like standing room. And then there's like a balcony where it's like sitting and stuff. And so like I'm like right here, and there's like the balcony like up here. There's someone like sitting like right here pretty much, and he's dressed as Jesus. And like everyone is just like chug 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 because he's drinking a beer, and then like like the Powerwolf singer's like looking around, and he looks up and he's like, oh hey, it's Jesus, and then starts the next song. He was like, I'm glad you could join us.
I love when people dress as Jesus and goes to things.
I love when like people just put like 100% of themselves into like dressing up for a concert.
Yeah.
Like it's the
I don't
best
think
at
I've
like
ever dressed up.
festivals.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've dressed up like as a character.
Mm-hmm.
I have never dressed up as a character and went to a concert, but like back in like, my gothopotamus days. Oh my god, I would when I would when I would go when I would go to all of these fucking concerts, I would take my eyeliner and then I would just go make it drip on my face, like a black lipstick, like just decked out. I looked like William Control every fucking night. Like
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that guy.
I
Rip.
do. Didn't he like wait, did you say Rip? Is he dead?
Oh no, well
His career is dead or something like that, yeah. I don't know what
for
he
sure.
did, but I just know
He had a
like didn't he make an album that was like the things that he did, and then like one of the songs is like Confessions or something?
I'm not sure because I stopped listening to him
Yeah.
a while ago, but he had a how do I put this? An underage fuck club.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I know William Control from is the Black Veil Brides Wretched and Divine movie. He plays the guy that like
That's such a good song.
it's such a good it like I have the deluxe edition that came with the movie itself. It's such a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I know
I'll
there
have
was
to
a
show
movie.
it to you at some point.
Yeah.
It's like very like 2010s Black Veil Brides.
I love that. But I love that. Like that
Yeah.
glam metal kind of like that
Like
look.
dark glam metal,
Yeah,
like where it's like
yeah.
heavy, like actually like heavy and whatnot. That album is just so good. I that's one of my favorite albums. That album is the reason I have my hair like this. because Andy Biersack was like such a big like inspiration for me for a very long time.
In college, there was this band called Snakes of Eden.
Mm-hmm.
They were on like some reality show, and I cut my hair to make it look like that. It's kind of like yours, but if you cut off everything and kind of like made it go one way, it was just so
Gotcha.
glam metal. It was just glam. It was, oh my god.
That's awesome.
But that's like I mentioned that on Drugs' podcast too. That I really I like the look of like face painted, like gothy. Like you don't see that too much anymore. Like I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Andy from Black Veil Brides paints his face anymore, right?
Here and there he does it, but it's not as extreme as it used to be.
I remember seeing the music video for Falling Angels, Fallen Angels, and there was right before they sing the chorus, like we scream, we show, whatever. They're all up on a cliff,
Yeah,
just looking.
just the most badass wallpaper material.
Not what I was gonna say, but yes, that too. A little just like. It's like metal with a tad fruity.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know
no,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is it. This is my jam. Like, this is what I'm attracted to. Like, I'm gonna listen to more.
I don't know why, but I don't know why, but I love just metal with a tad of fruit or whatever you just said. I love that. I love that so much. That was just my entire like playlist in high school.
Metal with a tad of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's a little bit. You know what's a band is like that too that my husband listens to is Dance Gavin Dance. Because you have the harsh vocalist, which I have to admit is a very good harsh vocalist. Da ba 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 ba, right? And then the main, and then the clean vocalist is like like it's like it's metal with the hint of fruit.
I love when my metal bands are just a tad gay.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say it first. So that's what it is. Like it's like gay metal. That's what it is.
There's a band I really like. They're called the Funeral Portrait. Like they like regularly they post like pictures on Instagram of them being like you're not real like rock unless you kiss your homies on stage. It's just two guys making out and it's fucking hot as shit, dude.
I love
it's so good. It's like it's like that time Marilyn Manson and Twiggy were on like that MTV show, and they're just like the camera cuts away to like the host, and it cuts back, and they're just making out all like together.
His dick chain is on the other guy's dick chain.
Like one of them is just laying on top of this box, and like one of them is just standing up, and it pushes them like just lays them out, and just continues making out with them. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, but I'm kind of turned on. Like
they're on stage just fucking sucking each other's dicks. They're like, we're not gay. We're just homies.
We're just homies, yeah. Only homies suck each other's dicks and give each other midnight kisses.
Can we skip the dick sucking and go right for those nice kisses? Imagine Marilyn Manson's like a real romantic.
He's just misunderstood.
He's misunderstood. He's like, I don't really want to do this on stage. He's like, you know what he's like? Oh my God. I have it, Max. He is Saddam. No, he is Satan in the South Park movie.
And Twiggy is Saddam Hussein. I love that visual. Just the idea of like Marilyn Manson just being this tall, skinny red fuck. Like
Marilyn Manson's like, Twiggy, how come you never look at me when we make love? Are you pretending as somebody else?
You're big
Twiggy's
and red. Who
just
do you
like,
think you are, Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne!
No offense to Avril Lavigne, not that she's watching, but I love Avril Lavigne. But like, I just thought it would be really funny to like say something else. You're big and red. Who do you think you are, Rob Zombie?
But he doesn't even call him like Marilyn Manson. He calls him like by his real like
Brian
name, Brian
Warner or whatever.
Brian Warner's
yeah.
like, Brian.
It's like
Your
it's like
legs are
Lois.
white and leggy.
It's like it's like Lois being like Peter, except it's Brian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, I can't fucking Rob Zombie, Avril Lavigne. Yo, Avril Lavigne's. I do not ever do conspiracy theories or listen to them. Her conspiracy theory is one of my favorite things I've ever heard because it's so fucking
Oh
ridiculous.
boy. I
Have you
have
ever
no
heard it
idea
before?
about this.
In short, because I can't remember like every single detail, but they're saying that this Avril now, pretty much the Avril after the So Much for My Happy Ending Avril,
Okay.
is not actually Avril Lavigne. The real Avril Lavigne is actually ended up unaliving herself because she couldn't take the pressures of, this industry. She even, while she was alive, right? While she was alive, she even had a body double named Melissa, who she would send Melissa onto the red carpets and stuff for her in her place.
Okay.
Even in her lyrics, you could hear how sad she is. She talks about this Melissa. Well, she ends up unaliving herself, and to cover it up, Melissa ended up stepping into her place. And they had a bunch of analysis people doing an analysis of her face, and there's a scar here that's not on her here now. They were saying this is how she sounded singing Skater Boy, back when the real Avril was saying, and this is her singing it now. Like, how different is it? Like, it was this whole thing. But I listened to the entire thing, and I'm like, because I was such a huge Avril Lavigne fan, I'm just like, this is fun. I'm just going to listen to this as like funsies. But I'm like, how interesting. Someone has so much time on their hands. But imagine the 1% that it's true. How crazy would that fucking be?
Who knew Avril Lavigne was the new Beatles? Like,
yeah. Do people think the Beatles? There's some alive Beatles.
People think like Paul McCartney died a few years ago. People think he died during like one of like their famous album tours, and they replaced him with a body double. Like, people were doing like pretty much what they're doing with the Avril Lavigne like conspiracy with Paul like many years ago.
With a body double?
Yeah. Because that's when like the big trend of like taking like popular bands' music and like putting it in reverse was like a thing. And apparently like if you put like one of the Beatles songs like in reverse, it says Paul is dead or something like that.
Metal.
It's just like, okay, all right, whatever,
If you took a Shinigami album and you put it backwards, what would it say, Max?
I like to believe that the chocolate chip song, if you put it in reverse, it's just an actual song. like it's like I don't know why this I don't know why this is so funny to me, but if you put it in reverse, I would love it if it's like Limp Bizkit's cover of Behind Blue Eyes. I think that would just be like the most random shit.
Mama trees, the earth is empty. That's the greatest thing ever.
I don't know why that's the song that came to my mind at first, but like I just think it would be really funny.
I never forget the music video to that.
I've never seen the music video. I've never heard that song. I know I just only know that's a Limp Bizkit song.
I've never heard that song, but yet it's the song that plays on
I don't know why
album.
I don't know why that's the song that came into my head there. I don't have a good excuse for that.
Penetrated our album.
God damn it, Fred Durst, get out of our music.
He's just like, break stuff. Like, whatever they say.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. Like, each song of ours is, like, if you reverse it, it's somehow a Limp Bizkit song.
This is lore. This is scary for her pleasure lore. Oh my god. That music video came out. It was the song for like a horror movie. Wait, oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what would be even better is if you're looking at a package of chocolate chip cookies, but instead of reading it from top to bottom, you read it from bottom to top, and it's just the Behind Blue Eyes lyrics. You just have to like start reading it from the bottom up. Who knew that on every package of of Nestle chocolate chips is just a Limp Bizkit song?
No one knows what it's like to be a sad man. To be a bad man. Behind what? That would be amazing.
Yo, free Limp Bizkit song.
God, I fucking love I love that so much. Like behind each one of our songs is just a Limp Bizkit fucking song and play it backwards.
Sorry, continue.
Fucking forgot what I was gonna say first.
I'm so sorry.
Limp Bizkit. No, you're good. Oh no, I remember. But the other thing is, I went to a concert. I went to go see From First to Last, and the bassist of Limp Bizkit filled in that night, so I got to meet him. Wes Borland.
Is that the bass
his name.
player? I thought that was the guitar player.
Who wears like the mask, or maybe he's the guitar player. But that's who it was.
Okay.
And he was doing bass.
Yeah. Wes Borland has a signature model, and it's a baritone guitar with 4 strings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, he just wants to break shit, you know?
He just wants to break stuff. Yeah. Behind Blue Eyes, that music video was the music video for like a horror movie. I forget which horror movie it was. Was it? I think maybe it was Gothica, because it had Halle Berry in it. And the music video, I would love to hear the pitch for this, because the music video is Fred Durst and Halle Berry making out. And now, I mean, like the cameras.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, and they're just like, ah, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, that's a lot of tongue.
It's a lot of tongue. Yeah, like in a music video, I'm not. Down
no, just in general. I don't like tongue. That's.
Oh, you don't like.
I'm so sorry. That is not. That was a lot of information.
That makes one of us.
Whoa. Hold on. You know what? Don't explain yourself. I don't want to know.
Oh, that's so funny. You just give little midnight kisses, little pecks.
I think
nice
when I said midnight kiss, I think I meant to say forehead kisses.
No, that makes so much more sense. But please keep midnight kiss. Like Marilyn Manson wants to go straight for the midnight kiss and skip the blowjob on stage. He's really misunderstood. Everyone sees him for Marilyn, but he's really Brian.
If you can't handle me at my Marilyn, you don't deserve me at my bride.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Jesus Christ.
That's so. I read Marilyn Manson's book when I was in high school. That was a good read. A long,
5 stars. Best book.
5 out of 5. long, hard road out of hell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one, yeah, I read that one. It's sad, you know, all the shit that he had to go through and whatever, you know, just a musician biography. But I used to be obsessed with Marilyn Manson. I mean, I haven't listened to his music since he betrayed me at at the drowning. He almost ended my life, so I choose not to listen anymore. But I used to be obsessed with him, and and I read his book, and I did actually my 12th grade presentation on him. Like, so the project was you had to pick a celebrity that was kind of like in like the news, whatever, and do like, you know, kind of like a PowerPoint, and then at the end pick a song to show everyone in the class. So I did mine on Marilyn Manson, which was fun because everyone didn't like me in general already because I was like the goth kid at the preppy school. So I did that, and then I'm like, my song at the end, and it's The Reflecting God. Your world is an ashtray. That one.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's all screaming in the chorus, like, boo, 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 motherfucker. I'm just like, that was mine. I didn't get a good grade.
I'm just thinking like you're totally gonna write a song about the Marilyn the flooding at the Marilyn Manson concert for Shinigami, and when you play it
Yeah.
backwards, that's the song that plays.
The Reflecting God.
Yeah.
Your world is a tide pool. So scary. It's so funny. It's just so it's funny because it was something out of a movie that only affected that fucking arena area, and then everywhere else was fine.
Yeah.
And how fast the water rose.
Yeah.
It was comical.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But that's the biggest sign I've ever gotten from Jesus telling me, hey, maybe we cool it down on Manson. I only broke his leg the first time to get you away. That was funny. He's so fucked up.
Elvin,
so fucked up on stage. Yeah.
Elvin has like she does a lot of like stuff with like eye contacts.
Yeah.
Every time I think she did the like Marilyn Manson like one eye contact is like white, one's like black, red,
yeah,
something like that. Dude, I love Elvin just gothing it up in here.
I absolutely love it. Keep goth alive.
Yeah.
You know what
God,
I mean?
she's so pretty, dude.
She's so pretty.
I loved like that one time you and I were just like chatting, and like I opened like her story or something, or like I sent like a post to you. I'm like, I'm so in love with her. God, she's so pretty. I miss her so much.
Me too. She's in school, right? That's why she hasn't been, and she doesn't
like
have
that.
a second monitor.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I miss her too. I hope that helps she comes back soon.
Yeah. Me too.
She's Irish. She Irish or Scottish? She's Irish.
Yeah.
Irish. Okay.
Because she lives near Dublin, I want to say.
Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's I love the goth look. I wish that I can do that goth look every single day, and just like walk into an office. And God, my diphthong's so gross today.
Keep doing it.
So
it's
prevalent.
Fun to listen to.
It's fun. And just be like, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
So you're doing it for me, Alvin. I'm living through you right now.
I
love it, but yeah.
I miss when Elvin streamed because I would listen to her VODs to help me sleep at night. Because she's just like, so like, she doesn't really like change like how like loud she's talking a lot. Like she's just like a consistent like tone
Opposite
rhythm. Like you can consistently stay like the same tone, but I think when we get like we get rowdy, you get rowdy. Like
yeah. I feed off of the energy of people around me.
Yeah. Whereas Elvin just like she's kind of like, I don't want to say monotone, but like she's got like a deeper voice, and I really like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I like it too.
I like listening to my friends to help me sleep.
I would listen to I probably Kim would be a good one.
Oh yeah,
she's got that she got that soft voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Sumi's voice too.
Mm-hmm.
Sumi has this very, when she talks, it's very like ASMR ish voice, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, like Sumi, like it's funny that I say this, but Sumi's like a mom. She's just specifically to me because she's
Yeah.
literally like my mom. But every time like I go into her chat, she's like, "Hey Max." I can't do her voice, but like she's just like she's so like soft
Hey, Max.
sounding.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Hey,
know,
Max.
it's fun. I really
My
like
name is
when
Sumi.
Sumi. Yeah, you do a better Sumi impression than I do. Like.
Just trying to do like what's like a German girl, just like,
Yeah.
hello, my name is Sumi.
Yeah, like that, but like a little bit softer.
Welcome, followers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. It is nice to see you all. Following is anonymous. My name is Captain Sumi.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be playing horror games.
Which, by the way, I just want to say thank you, Sumi, for just putting up with all of our shit for so long. Like, not like me and Allie's, just like, I just mean like the CEOs in general. Like, she's been going through a lot. And I just feel bad for her because, like, truly, I couldn't have picked a better leader personally. And I just want her to know that I'm proud of her and that I'm thankful that she's our leader. But, yeah, Sumi, you're doing great. And thank you for just being a great leader.
She would definitely appreciate hearing that. Yeah, she's fantastic. I DM'd her the other day because we were chatting, and I told her that she's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very soft. Just real talk. I'm a very, very soft person. I do not consider myself a leader pretty much at all because I do not have a thick skin. I don't think I can grow one. It's just not within my personality. So running a entire stream team and making sure that everyone is happy and things are fair, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be the leader. I moderate for the CEOs of Screams, and I am a part of decision making. And there's so many great thinkers on that team. So, and especially in the moderation team, that we'll look at a problem and we'll be like, all right, how do we solve this? And I'll think of like, oh, we'll just say A, B, and C, which is like such a basic answer because I don't have like that leadership brain. And everyone else will say like, we'll have all these great ideas. And then Sumi will be like, all right, I'm going to write up something. I want you guys to look at this beforehand. And just like what she says, like even all the announcements she shows us before she, shows the rest of the team, because she wants to make sure that it sounds good, that it's answering all of the questions, that it's sounding, not harsh at all, like all these things to consider. She was given this team, as, kind of like here, take this on for me, like for Tubin, while he, takes a break and does what he has to do. And she is like, I want to take this team and I want to make it better. I don't want it to just be like just hanging there, just like, oh, we have the name CEOs. I want all of us to get to know each other. I want all of us to support, by saying hello to each other or just once in a while. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that team camaraderie. And, it's I feel like being a part of a stream team is really special. And I selfishly want everyone else to think like that too. But she's fantastic.
Yeah.
And she's taken on so much and she's also has her own shit to deal with. She has her own life. So Sumi, you're amazing. We love you.
Yes.
And thank you for, taking this team and always trying to think of ways to improve it.
Yeah.
So
how do you
like being on the CEOs? This is like your first year down.
I love like you know me, like I worked for like an entire year to get here.
You did.
And I was just
you did.
when I cried the day that I got a message from Sumi. Like she was like, "Hey, you made it." And I was like
You were like one of the top people to make it too. Yeah. It was insane. I was like, like I think I told you this before, like I do not review anyone that I know. So like, somebody else has your application and I'm just like, they better fucking love Max the way I fucking love Max. Like,
yeah.
But that round was awesome. And then you had like Korn and jugs in the round that was beforehand. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, like my friends are like, you know, like all together, and it's so nice. And no, you worked so hard,
Yeah.
because I remember like you're in your first application, you were streaming like maybe like once a month, twice a month, and then
Actually, during that one, I had stopped streaming, and for some reason,
stop
I'd
streaming.
applied, but like, I think my last stream was like 2 months ago, and it was the podcast.
That's right.
And then like, and then I think I was talking to you about the applications, and the people had been announced. I had like followed a bunch of them like to get like to know them, and I was talking to Kristen. I want to say it was Kristen. I was talking to her. Did I know Kristen?
Another great moderator for the CEOs.
I was talking to some member of the CEOs, and I was just talking to them, like they were just like really nice. They were like kind and welcoming, and I was just like, oh, I want to be like them, and I was like, and I think I had talked to you about like, well, I don't really know where to go. I don't really have any like horror games with me to like start this journey off with, and you were like, just like play some like free demos, and I pretty much just took that idea and ran with it, like, cause like when I came back to streaming, I played like I had gotten a key for the Bunny Man, and that was the first game that like that was the game that like kind of set me on like my yeah, on my horror journey. And no, it was Van. That's who it was. I was talking to Van. I just met Van because of the Bunny Man, and I was like, I want to be on a stream team with this human because she's so nice.
I love Van.
God, me too. She's fucking awesome.
Oh my god. Oh, she's such a delight. I just want to like squeeze her. I
want
to
give her a hug.
Me too. I want to give her a big hug.
And then like, it was like that September till what was it, like last year's April, something like that, when like applications went out again. I kid you not, like half the team was like, Max, applications are open, because I woke up the morning like they went live. Like I woke up like an hour before they went live just to like be up, and I had submitted it
like concert tickets.
the moment they went live, and then I got 20 DMs be like, they're live. And I was like, already put it in.
Already put it in.
That's what she said.
That's how you make a hormone.
And then like, what was
That's
it,
how
like
you
2
made.
months
I'm sorry,
later? Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. My joke. It was past tense. That's how you made a hormone. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but then it was like a month or two later. I was on vacation, and I'm just like I had like a headache in the morning, and I woke up and I'm just laying in bed before we like go out and do things, and I get the DM from Sumi, and my mom comes in, and I'm just bawling my eyes out. She's like, "Are you all right?" And I'm just like, "I got accepted," and my mom was like, "Whoa." My mom was so happy.
Were you telling your mom like?
Yeah, because I'd been telling her like I applied to the stream team, like I'd just been like going over like I was telling her like a bunch of my friends are on this team. I want to be on it really badly. I had been telling her that for like a month or two at that point. My mom was like, "Let's go," and she made like I think she made like celebratory pancakes that morning for it. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Cute. I love that so much. That's so adorable.
Yeah.
Rohara got me into the stream team the first time because when Tubin was announcing the stream team, he was like, who'd be interested? And then he was going by recommendations. So I owe Rohara. I'm such a fucking Rohara stan.
As you should be. She's fucking awesome.
I mean, I just love her so much. She's like one of the first people that I just like watched all the time and just like clicked with. I remember it was always her and One Speed. It was like the first two streamers I ever watched, and we just like we had so much in common. Like we were both predominantly playing horror at the time, and she would recommend a game to me, and I'd love it. I'd be like, you know what? And I would play something. I'd be like, horror would love it. And like we like gift each other games. We would give each other, and like it was such like a nice like friendship. And I can't believe that like after like a year and a half, 2 years of friendship, we ended up being on the same team together because she recommended me. It's just like it was like I just love her, and she's so
Yeah.
sweet. And like I don't, what I love about her too is I love that she found something that makes her like really happy. Like I don't know if you experienced this at all because you've always been more of a variety streamer. Um I I certainly have experienced burnout when it comes to horror games because there haven't been like any good ones or like any games in general. So there came a point where I feel like a lot of us, including like Rohara and Korn, a lot of us were trying to like find horror games that we were playing games that we just didn't enjoy. And you can tell when you don't enjoy a game and you're streaming, you can tell if the streamer doesn't like it. Like I
Yeah.
could watch you play a game and then at some point you'd be like, all right, I've had enough of this. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to play this anymore. And I can tell 10 minutes before you turn it off that
Mhm.
this is not something that you're enjoying.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening to me. I say Corin too because Corin and I talk a lot about this kind of stuff. And I think that Rohara was also kind of experiencing that too, like trying to find games. And like she's now found her love of like Baldur's Gate 3 and she does all the cosplays and has so much fun with it. I'm so like it's such an awesome thing to see like somebody finding something on Twitch that they are in love with. Like they want to stream because they want to show everyone how much they love that. Like I absolutely adore that about Rohara is that she is an example of that. I love it. I love watching her streams. I always tell her that one time I went to go raid out to her and I'm like, oh, she must be away. Hold on, let's wait like a couple of minutes. And she wasn't away. She just had dinner invisibility
Yeah.
cosplay. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's so good.
It's
like,
awesome.
That's so good. But she was I know you were talking to me off the podcast about like future guests that we would love to have. Like she's like one of my number one picks. I looked at that whole list
I
that you had given
reorganized
me.
that list actually, so
You had a couple. I had everybody that I want is on your list. Besides from like maybe like 2 or 3 people. But Rohara, because she's just so special to me and
Yeah.
like my like Twitch journey and stuff.
Mhm.
I would love to interview her for sure. How about you? Besides Alvin, because we know that really excited to get Alvin on here.
Yeah.
And by the way, we've been killing it with the last like few guests. Like the conversations that we've been having with them are so good.
Yeah.
So my husband, we were talking about this morning because he listened to the podcast with Jugs, and he was just like, "You 3 have such good like chemistry together," and like it was just such a natural interview. Van's too. Like I knew nothing about Van, not anything going into that. I was so nervous.
Mhm.
But like the conversations that we were having, they were just flowing so nice, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I am now a Van stan. Like
That's what I love
Van.
about the CEOs because we kind of like we're all like very different in our own ways, but we all kind of have like the same kind of like love for a lot of the same things. Like we all love like puppet combo games. At least I think we all do. But
I
like
thought you were gonna say puppies.
I'm sure we
all
do.
love puppies.
Some of us have puppies. Like
Yeah. Who doesn't love a puppy?
So
Yeah,
do you mind if
love
I
puppet
read the
combo.
list?
Oh my god, please.
I changed a little bit of the list just because like a lot of the people like I want to get to know a little bit more. So
Yeah.
the list is going to be a little bit different. So the top of my list just says the CEOs. Yes, all of them. I'll do it if it kills me. But like more
I love
specifically,
that.
like Rohara, Elvin. Me personally, I want to get like Midge, Astra, Carlton. I want to get all of them on at some point, but like those are just like my top ones because I like them a lot. Carlton is so nice. I love him so much.
He
Uh,
is just a baby angel.
I'll go
And he
into
was
his.
he was slaying the other day.
Yeah. I went
That
into
was
his
so
stream and I was like,
awesome.
I love this game, and he was like, oh, I'm playing for the first time. I'm like, you'll love it because I love it, and he was like, awesome.
Doll face.
Like Carlton's just like so like such a like a like if Carlton was partner, like I want him to be partner so badly,
I
like because
mean,
there's
I did. His numbers have been great.
yeah like there's very
I'm
few
sure he will be.
streamers I want to be partnered,
Mhm.
just because like you know like just because a lot of the partners get a bad rap for being like money hungry people or whatever, but like
Assholes.
If Carlton was partnered, like dude, like Carlton's just the nicest guy. Like
He deserves
I
it.
love shouting him out on Twitter because he's like, because he'll just send me like something else, like he'll just be like, I love you, boo, and I'm like, say it again.
Say,
Make me fall in love.
Neil.
Who knew Carlton was my tower?
Yeah.
It's that mustache, dude.
He's got tower power.
Fuck yeah. Queen Victoria. We've been trying to have her on for a while. Like I'm really hoping one day. Willow Leaf.
I would be
She's
interesting.
awesome.
She's new partner, and she's another one who I'm like, she deserves it.
She deserves it.
Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's just a delight.
Yeah.
She's a delight, and I would like to get to know her more for sure.
Yeah, she's like every time I go in there, she's like always so happy to see me. She's like, "Max, you're here," and I'm like, "Oh, I love her." Ouija, I love Ouija. Ouija
That's
Boo.
the VTuber, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ouija is just kind, caring, cool, loves horror. I just want to like pick her brain about her favorite horror movies and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about like practical effects with her because she does a lot of like really cool makeup.
Ooh.
Goosey's pretty fucking cool.
Elder Goosey,
Yeah.
new partner.
New partner.
Another new partner. Yeah.
I want to pick her brain about playing Grounded because I love Grounded.
Oh yes, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. You know Lit and Hydra, right? Yeah, you've rated her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
has
yeah.
a friend named V Frost. I wanna
Okay.
talk to her. She's fucking cool as shit. I want to talk to her more because she streams at like 1 a.m. for me, so I never get to like
Oh
see her.
wow.
Like same with Hydra. Hydra streams pretty
Yeah.
late for me, and I'm just like, oh.
9 o'clock is too late for me.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. Seriously. Like anything past like 9:30, I'm lurking. Like that's
Yeah.
why I always feel bad that I can't hang out with Jugs because Jugs streams at like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Jugs and Diana both stream
Yeah.
as I'm going to bed, so I literally will go and like repost, and then like on CEOs, and then I'll go to sleep.
Yeah. So I mod for a place called the Crypt Community, who is run by Kristen Rose. I have a mod friend. Her name is Space, who's pretty just fucking cool as shit. Her friend Susie plays a lot of mascot horror. Me and her both love Five Nights at Freddy's. She was telling me that I should play Security Breach, which I need to do at some point. Sue, Brutal Sue, cool as shit.
And
This will come out at after she's in the team, just so you know.
she's accepted. So she accepted. She's one of the newest members of the CEOs of Scream.
Yeah.
And she's also part of
Congrats.
Nightbreed, which has Johnny Beard.
Yeah.
Who Johnny Beard is someone I would love to get to know better as well. He's had me on his podcast.
Mhm.
He's a darling individual. Plays a lot of like Resident Evil games and does like certain like runs. You know, people do like old knife runs or like things like that. He does a lot of that and a lot of retro games. So
awesome.
pretty good at them.
Heather, Hangry Heather.
Yes.
I've
Yes.
been getting to know her a lot lately. She's been playing a lot of Zelda games, and I've just been hanging out with her as she's doing that.
Oh, glad. Heather and I have known each other for, oh my God, like 15 years at this point.
Wow.
She's yeah, we worked at Starbucks together.
Nice.
That's how we met, and then we worked at our next job together.
Mm-hmm.
Which was fun. It was a stupid like cold calling job that we had together.
Uh-huh.
And I would love to have her on. She's the one who got me started on Twitch. So
Heather's just
she
fucking awesome.
She helps me out so much. She's so sweet,
Yeah.
and she's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
She's very New York too. She's gonna be like, "Are you dingus?" Like she's got like that that New York like mean tone that I have.
Yeah.
Like to get out of my way.
Yeah, when she
I don't know, how would you describe it?
When she gives shit to her chatters, it's the funniest thing to listen to. Cause I was playing like I just had like a game playing on my Switch, and I had her up just listening to it, and I don't remember what she said, but her chat was just going off, and she said something just really sassy, and it just made me laugh, and I just liked the way that she said it.
She's a ball of sass.
Yeah.
She also has the diphthong.
Yeah.
So
although yours is so stronger.
Mine is stronger. It's because if this is my phone, if this is Long Island, I grew up here. She grew up here. And then this is more towards the city. So as you go more here, the diphthong leaves.
Mm.
But it's funny because her chat trolls her about her diphthong.
Yeah.
And she'll always be like, if you want to hear about worst one, go check out Allie.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she walks her dog.
I'll have to listen to it a little bit more because I didn't hear it the last time I hung out in her stream, but I'll probably pick it up more now.
Ask her to say coffee and dog. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, can you walk your dog to the mall for coffee and with your best friend
and
Paul?
Sausage. Yeah.
I always forget the full sentence. I always think, can you walk Paul to the dog with the mall? I don't know.
Walk Paul for some sausage.
I always mix it up in my head because I'm just like, oh, I really like the way that she says these things, and I I say the first thing that comes to my mind is usually the wrong thing.
But the wrong thing is always the right thing.
The wrong thing is the funniest thing.
I mean, your punchlines are proven way better than the
your
your
ADHD and my ADHD are like planes in the night. They fly past each other just right, and it's perfect.
Dude, you said that to Jugs, and that is the perfect description of us. So much like our ADHDs just come out of like different fucking like atmospheres and then just overprocess them. It's so true. Oh my god, it was the perfect description.
Yeah.
You can't hear this, can you?
Not that I can. Not that I can tell.
Okay. It's a Theragun. My
Gotcha.
My muscles were sore and I was using it, but I was like, can you hear like I don't want anyone to think it's like something else.
I saw you like moving it and I wasn't brave enough to ask what it was.
Mom, what's that?
Listen, you gotta understand. The first time I ever heard about a vibrator was in high school, and it scared the shit out of me. I told you that story. That story is like the cold open to one of the podcasts.
That was one of the best stories. That's one of my favorite stories.
My favorite part about that story was the part where you were like, "There better not be another box." Because I was like, yeah, she pulled out this box, and she opened this box, and there's another box inside. You're like, if there's another box, I swear to God.
I swear to God, that's something that I would 100% say. A box, there's a boxception. Like, there better not be another fucking box.
But it was just like the packing box, like the brown box that you would usually see, and then it was just a box inside with the thing in it.
We're thinking about the music story, right?
The vibrator that you plug into your phone and it plays music. Yeah.
Yes, and you recommended a song.
Yeah.
And
And the
day
next morning
like,
she was
"Good
like, I had the
recommendation."
best. She was like, I had the best night last night. Thanks. And then we just haven't talked since.
And you're like, did I just get laid?
I think I mentally got laid that day.
You did too. That's so funny.
I the one time I made a girl wet.
The one time.
The only time, apparently.
Hey, you don't know that. Just the one
I
time.
don't know that. That's the thing.
I won't tell you my vibrator story, but I'll tell you a funny, kind of related
Please
story.
don't. Please
It's
don't
not a
tell me
vibrator
that
story. It's not a vibrator story, I promise you, but I think you'll find it funny.
Okay.
So for like 6 months, I had a second job, and that was I was a passion party consultant. So I was the lady who would go to your house.
So you're organizing orgies and whatnot?
No. Don't put there. I don't organize the orgies. Don't put that out in the air. It wasn't me. No.
I'm so sorry. This is
Oh
this is
my
another
God.
one of our ADHDs passing like planes in the night. You
I'm so
said
sad.
passion party and I couldn't help myself.
Honestly, that's a great guess for someone who doesn't know what they are. It's pretty much when you get like a bunch of girls together for like a bachelorette party or whatever, and the woman comes over and she demonstrates and sells sex toys. Like you sell dildos. Have you never heard this? I've never heard these parties. You know, like Tupperware parties, like people have like Pampered Chef like Tupperware parties. No. Okay. Imagine.
What is this, Shark Tank for sex toys?
No. Well, no, but no, but
You had to
there's
think about
aspects.
it, and that's the best part. Jesus Christ.
Think of it as you collect Pokemon cards, right? And you hire this guy named Aaron Fernandez, who has Pokemon cards. He sells Pokemon cards. He has all these rare ones, and he does parties where you invite your friends over, and he auctions off Pokemon cards. You can take them. You can see if you need them in your deck. You could try them out, and then if you like it, you can buy them. That.
Wait.
But
So
dildos.
wait. Hold on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Do they have multiples of each thing, or are they just using? Is it like Puff Puff Pass, but like, but like with like dildos and stuff? I'm pretty sure that's how you can
That's a
track
fair
STDs.
That's a fair question. I have an answer for you, Max. No, there is a display. There's a display of toys, and you can take them and be like, "Oh, okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the vibrating settings, cool." You don't actually use them.
Okay. No, see, that's a lot better. Just it's just like eye candy and whatnot, pretty
You
much.
actually use them. Like if there's like a powder that's like an edible like powder, right? You take and you can like put on yourself and like try it and see if you like it, like kind of thing. But you do not use the toys on yourself. I repeat.
So then, where's the pleasure in the party?
The pleasure.
There's no pleasure in the party if you can't use the toy.
Where's the pleasure in the podcast, Max?
This is the pleasure, Ellie.
Oh my God. So
Jesus
the
Christ.
pleasure. All right. So you ask, I'll tell. Here's where the pleasure goes.
Why do I open my big mouth sometimes?
So when I would get to the people who come to the house, their house that I would host, I would ask them to put something on. It would be like a dab
clothes?
naked.
Buckle in, everyone. This is gonna be the next 2 hours.
They show up naked, and I was like, "Excuse me."
Fuck shit, dude. Oh my god.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. There's some trousers. Hide your fucking weenie. Bam! This is a respectable party. I would make them put like cream, this kind of cream on their like, you know, veins, so that during the party, what it does is it makes everything kind of warm and tingly, so you are a little ramped up, right?
Okay.
So that you are excited, that you want to buy the toys. That's like the trick of it all. And I've been to many of these parties, and they all do the same thing. They all like, here, put this. Unless you're pregnant, you can't do it.
Okay.
It has, I don't know, baby killing hormones in it. I'm not sure. But yeah, and then they would get excited, right? And then you'd play games. So like, I would make one of them like put on a like a strap on, and then we'd all play ring toss.
You got paid to do this?
That's the pleasure. I got paid only.
That's the professional version of can I put donuts on it?
Yeah, pretty much. So a commission, but I only did it for about 6 months.
Oh,
it was weird.
There was no pleasure in the professional.
There was no. I was like 19, 20 years old, maybe even younger. Yeah, I was just like, I thought it'd be fun, something fun to do. And it got weird because actually, I'll tell you the truth, is I'm pretty shy.
Okay.
So to be like upfront and being like, hey, have you heard of Jackrabbit? Nah, I mean, it was hard for me. You know what I mean? But my favorite part about it was there was a guy who came one time, and this guy was definitely gay. But was not out. And at the end, he waited for all the girls to leave, and then he came up and he asked if he could buy that like cream stuff from the beginning, because he liked the way it made his pee-pee feel. And that was that.
What a Chad.
What a Chad. That was. I have no idea what we were talking about. Oh, there was a story because we were talking about the vibrator story.
Yeah.
Because I sold those toys. After I was like, I'm no longer going to be doing this anymore, they were like, well, you could just keep all the stuff, because I already paid for it. Like, it was like $300 or whatever. So I was like, all right. Like, so I have this fucking bucket of fuck toys, which is the name of our EP coming out.
That's great.
From Shinigami.
Like, that's like the album name, but then like each song is like some wholesome thing, like chocolate chip cookies.
Yep, 1000%. Bucket of fuck toys. We gotta remember this until it chugs. And one of the things was sex toy cleaner, just like a spray and then just wipe it down. I had that bottle, and I had a spot on my mantle where I had all my perfumes and that bottle. My friend Brittany was over. We were just hanging out in my room. My mom comes in, and she's going on a date. And she's like, all right, honey, I'm going out. Blah, 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 blah. She goes over to grab one of my fragrances, grabs the bottle of sex toy cleaner, and starts spraying herself. And I'm like, Mom, wait. And she's like, what? What's wrong? And I'm like, that's not perfume. Like, what is it? And I'm like, sex toy cleaner. And she's like, ah. And she goes, why is it half empty, you pig?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So, my friend Brittany, I've never heard her laugh so hard in her entire life. It was so fucking funny. Oh, man. I'm really like, I'm such a wholesome person now. But you know, when you're like young and horny and you think that you could sell sex toys, I look back and I'm like, I would never do that now.
I've never had that thought, Allie.
I mean, because you're at the age where I was young and horny selling sex toys. No, I was younger than you for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, how do you like them apples?
Remember how earlier I told you that sometimes our conversations scare me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. To be young. Anyways.
People are gonna watch
Who-
this and be like, "These are our friends."
yeah. Yeah. But our friends come with these are real life stories.
Our friends are
These are
can be worse than us.
our friends?
Our friends,
Yeah.
yeah. More
Oh my
sus,
gosh,
if
yeah.
nothing else. Definitely corn
Who's
though.
Oh my god. Corn is so incredibly sus, and he likes to play it off as like, I'm not gonna say this or else I'm gonna get clipped or blah, blah. No. Listen, you do it to yourself. You know how sus you are, Corn.
Yeah.
You're the stalkiest stalk. Is that how you say it? Stalk?
A corn stalk?
Stock?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was loud.
I'm not from New York.
Or
I don't say the words that you
corn
do.
stalk. Neither does a lot of people. A lot of New Yorkers do not speak like me. Funny, like I can think of like Diana. Like she's an hour away from me. She doesn't talk like me. But she
I live
also
in a
has
completely
nice
different
funny voice.
state on the East Coast, and this is what I sound like.
Yeah, do you have an accent? Is there any words that you know that
I don't speak like a lot of Marylanders. A lot of
mhm.
Marylanders can't say the word iron. They
They
pronounce
say
it
earn?
earn. Yeah. Like a dollar
Earn.
earned, iron earned, or whatever. There's like a phrase like that you can't, that like Baltimore people can't like say correctly because it just sounds like they say earn, or whatever.
I've heard someone from Baltimore call it they say a Baltimore.
Yeah.
Is that like a Baltimore?
Yeah,
Like
they
they don't
don't say
they
the T. The TI.
yeah, is that a Baltimore accent? Like you
I
don't
guess
say a T?
so. I pronounce it Baltimore.
Okay.
But then again, like I don't talk like the rest of the people in my state, so
Interesting.
because a lot
No,
of
I love
like
hearing
like
accents.
you probably don't think about this a lot, but Maryland is like a middle state, so we have a lot of like southern accents,
Okay.
like
A middle state.
meaning like we're part of us is like a northern state, part of us is a southern state. Um, you travel like an hour away from us, and like my entire like some like my entire family speaks like they're from like the hills. They
The
speak like
hills?
hillbillies.
Oh, nee.
A little bit like that, like
Yeah,
not
little
to like
Learjet.
not to like that extent, but like they have like a southern twang to them.
Wang to it. Like,
Yeah,
hello, Max, how you doing?
a little bit like that, but like not as
You,
like harsh as that, if that makes
yeah, do you want
sense.
some rattlesnake?
You want some crab?
Want some crab? I gotcha. You know who kind of talks like that, but not southern is Crims. She has the flat A's.
Yeah,
Like, hey pal.
yeah,
It's not like southern, but it's just she's got like the flat A's. It's so funny how like 2 points of New York have
are
two
very
different,
different. Yeah,
so different. Because if you came like you say with Crimmy, if you came here, it's just like busy. Well, where she is, it's just like a lot of like just like desolate area, which is so nice.
yeah.
It's I love it. I say we turn that house into
A streamer house.
our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, streamer house.
Um, I don't.
That'd be
So
perfect.
I have a lot of weird like vocal tics. Like like every now and then you'll hear me go like I'll make like a popping noise. Uh, I don't know why I do that. It's just like it's like an involuntary thing. When I was younger, I used to mix my L's and W's up for some reason.
Okay.
Like like
Like,
on
I
a
love you.
like yeah, that's why I say I love you. um like I constantly am like I don't like it.
I don't like it. That's
Yeah.
cute though.
I used to pronounce salad as sowid.
Shawan. He's so cute. Shawan.
I get B's and V's mixed up. Like sometimes I'll be like I'll say something like really fast like servant. I'll call them servants.
A servant?
Yeah, just because it's like my brain is like just running 1,000 miles an hour and like it's like 10 words ahead. Meanwhile, I'm like still trying to catch up with it, and I just like miss a few like letters here and there.
When you think really hard on stream, you make a sound too that I thoroughly enjoy. You
Oh,
go, yeah.
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 Strawberry loves that because it calls her cat over when she's here. Because that's the sound.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Max calling you over.
It's that one thing where like if I make a sound, I can like focus a little bit more. I don't know if that makes sense.
Focus if you make a sound.
Like if
I don't think if I need to concentrate, I need silence. For me, so like I'll turn down the radio.
That's fair. I get that too, but I think it's I think what it is for me, since I have like chat going, I have a game going. If I make like if I hear myself make a noise, I can like think about a topic like a little bit harder than just look at chat and like think about what they're saying, look at a game, think about what I'm gonna do there. It's just like a helpful thing for me to do, I guess.
Imagine having a tick though, like a sound tick, like that, but you can't help it. And
that's the popping noise that I do.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
But imagine it was like every time like you that was the tick was like coming about, you were like you had to drop everything and be like,
oh, I don't have that. I don't have that kind of like tick, but like like I have no idea why I do that. It's just I'll be like walking like it happened like 5 times at Crimson's house because we're just like hanging out, and then we'll be in like watching a movie, and I'll just go like. And then like she's like, then she'll like do it, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do it. It just happens.
I like it. I like that sound.
Yeah.
My dad. I used to this is weird saying, but like my mom and dad were separated, so I would spend weekends with him. And a lot of times I liked sleeping like in the bed with him when I was younger.
Sure.
And he would snore, and how he would snore is he would go like. And then make that popping noise. So that popping noise is actually very comforting to me.
Oh, nice.
It reminds me of my dad.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So pop away. So I'm thinking about this now because we did pre-record this episode for December. This is the Christmas episode, and we're talking about dildos. Fucking everything else. Do you have a Christmas games that you have planned to play?
Oh, Christmas Massacre.
Oh, you didn't play it.
I haven't played it yet,
right?
No, I haven't touched it at all. I waited specifically for December to play it.
The tree, the best fucking thing in the entire world.
I'm so ready to experience whatever this game is.
Oh
I've waited like 3 months to play this game.
It's favorite Christmas game. I don't think that I could replay it because of the stress. But you know, Papa Combo is sometimes hard to figure out because of the pixels, you know. But I've never felt so satisfied killing in my life because of the noise that the slashy makes that you make when you kill people. It's just so satisfying. You're like, give me more.
Yeah.
Give me more. Have you ever played Crimson Snow?
No.
That's a good Christmas game.
I watched
That's the
you
lady
play
with the
that.
shoes. Yeah. Is she gone?
Yeah, I clipped that. I was the one that clipped that.
It's like one of my favorite clips in the entire world.
It's the
that
best
game
one.
scared the shit out of me. That game scared the shit out of me. I loved that. And I loved like when Korn was playing it, all he could do was just talk about her shoes. and how much like he hated the shoes. He's like, everything else is so good. Why does she have these white ugly shoes? I'm like, Corn. The important things.
The important thing is that she's wearing shoes. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
Corn's just like off with the shoes, no shoes for anyone.
no shoes for anyone. Yeah. Corn's house is just like, you come to visit and he goes, hello, I do the Japanese thing. Everyone has to take off their shoes.
I like to believe that Corn, like, so like Corn's house is in a cornfield, right?
Yeah, let's make up this lore right now.
So, oh, you know what Corn's house is? Corn's house is the corn map from DBD, except it's like surrounded by more corn than that house is. But I like to believe so it's like a metal fence with like barbed wire on top, and there's just like an arch there. An arch with a pathway leading directly to Corn's house. So it's the fence, the corn.
It's the M&M. It's the McDonald's arch. You have
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an arch in the shape of a foot.
Yes.
And like you can't go past this fence unless you're not wearing shoes.
Wait, it's the arch of the foot. So you turn it over, and you have to cross through the arch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this.
But yeah, so you can't enter Corn's like domain unless you have like no shoes on. Socks are okay, but shoes aren't.
Yeah, shoes are not okay. You cannot.
Unless
actually,
you're Kim.
when you.
But Kim can only wear platform shoes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Actually, when you start your walk over the arch, your shoes just disappear.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're walking back, your shoes are waiting for you when you get there.
They you walk through like this portal and they like dissolve off of you, but when you like come back, they like reform onto you like they're just perfect or whatever.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
So you can never like lose them. They're just not. You just can't see them. Like they're not there, but they're like.
Corn the Wizard of Oz. He's giving me Ozzy Ozzy vibes.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Husk.
The Husk of Oz.
The Husk. because.
Yeah.
I love that. I love to think that Corn lives in the middle of a cornfield. It's in that big house in DBD, right? In the cornfield, not in the Killer Shack.
Yeah.
The Corn Shack.
But like his house is like a lot nicer. It's not the house from the DVD map. It's just a big house. Like it's not like exactly like the map. It's just I just wanted like a visual for you.
But he still streams in like the Harry Potter closet.
Yeah.
He's got all this house, but he doesn't use it.
Yeah. So me and Zombie will create lore for our friends. Because he streams late at night and I'm like usually tired when I'm in his stream, so we're just delirious and making like funny moments together.
I love that.
And me and Zombie have a running joke that he has a time machine so he can see the future. I don't remember how that started, but it was like me, Corn, and Zombie just made like a joke about him having a time machine. And then it's a running joke that me and Virgo wrestle alligators when when we're not streaming. Like that's what me and Virgo's like bonding activity is. We're just in like we're just in like the rivers of like Louisiana wrestling alligators.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
That is so cute.
I miss Virgo so much. I haven't gamed with her in like she's been streaming, but I just haven't gamed with her in a while, and we just can't like find times, unfortunately.
It's really hard to find time to just like hang out with like friends or just I struggle with that so unbelievably much. Because especially like when I added going to the gym in the morning to my routine, it like fucked up everything. Like it fucked up any spare time that I had, pretty much. Um, my, I mean, 8 o'clock, and I am so tired. I mean, I can go to sleep right there and then. Like all of my like nighttime, I used to stream until 10 o'clock, and then get off of stream and then go watch like TV until midnight. And I can't do that anymore. And I used to love that because I didn't feel tired. I was up and I'm like, I'm uppity. Now I'm like
Yeah.
so exhausted. And I'm like, I don't have time. And then like I don't I the only time that I truly spend like on the computer is if I'm streaming, if I'm podcasting with you, or if I'm doing D&D. Besides from that, I don't really play games on the computer. I work on the computer all day long. I'm struggling. Like I struggle so hard with like my eyes and trying not to get tired. It's been like a real issue. Oh, I wanted to ask you, how's Devil May Cry been?
It's been good. 4 crashed on me like 3 times this week, and I was like, I can't stream this game anymore.
Why is it? Do you think it would crash if you weren't streaming?
The thing is, like, every time I tab out, the screen goes black. And I have to like restart the game, and I restarted the same level I was on 3 times yesterday. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm playing Slay the Princess instead."
Hell yeah! How what's your favorite princess so far? Let's talk about that.
Ooh, I mean, Tower,
The tower,
like,
tower,
Tower,
yeah.
Apotheosis, Damsel.
What do you like about Apotheosis?
She's just the tower but bigger.
The big tower. I love the reactions to the tower from everybody.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, I kneeled immediately.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, I gave in
Yeah.
immediately, which is my favorite fucking thing in the entire world. Anyone who comes in is just like, yeah, I submitted. I am her slave.
Yeah.
Oh
Listen,
God,
like
I
you don't look at someone who's floating and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna submit to that. Like, the fucked up thing about it is she looks like she's like 7 feet tall and she's floating. That's not fair. She's like 9 feet tall because she's floating.
She's got that like cool see-through dress on.
Yeah.
She's like demanding.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I'm definitely into it too. I like the tower a lot. I don't know if it was a new ending or not, but that Thorn one that I got recently was really nice too.
Did you
I
get
felt
the
bad
kiss?
for her. I got a kiss.
Nice.
I did get a
Proud
kiss.
of you.
I did. Thank you. I did get a kiss. It was with was it the witch route?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the kiss. I never got the cage one before with the head. That one was cool.
Yeah, that's
really
one of the new ones.
Creepy.
It's the cage, the dragon, and the happily ever after that are the new ones.
Oh, those are the 3 new ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Thorn one that I got must have not been a new one.
At least that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Because when I looked up new endings,
the cage,
I got those
happily
3.
ever after, and
The dragon.
The dragon one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are all so good.
And like I like that you get to like view the like what goes on from the princess's angle.
In the memories.
Like no, like in the dragon route.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was so cool. I loved it.
I also like
love
the
all new
Spectre. I was playing the Spectre yesterday,
was good.
and like I kind of like how kind she is to you. Like she calls you killer, but like it like
Hey,
I wanted to save her so badly, and Ethereal was like you better not kill her this time. Like I have to. I need to work on like getting the rest of these endings. She was like, "You monster." I was like, "I'm sorry." I felt so bad.
I like it because it's creepy. When the Spectre like comes up from the floorboards and her head is just like giant.
Yeah.
I think it's a giant Hamtaro head.
Yeah. Just like a sleepy Hamtaro.
Yeah. Sleepy Ham.
Sleepy.
Is the Spectre also the one with the mask?
No, that's
which one was her?
The Nightmare?
Nightmare.
I think.
That makes sense. She's cool too.
Yeah.
She takes off
Uh,
her mask. It's just fucking black and creepy and.
I believe, if you do the nightmare route, and then you like, I think if you slay her, you get the moment of clarity route. I believe the
Mm-hmm.
moment of clarity is the nightmare, but the mask breaks off.
I
At
love
least I
that one.
think that's the one. It's either that one or you do like the witch route and then you like and the cabin's like a cave and you climb down the
Mhm.
wall. No, that's thread the
That's
needle
that's okay.
or eye of the
There's that
needle.
Fury one. There's a Fury one. I think it's
Fury's the bad tower route.
yeah. That's the one. That's the is that the beast? What's the one with the animal? Is it the beast?
Yeah. The beast,
That
the
one was cool
den.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one too. So fucking good. Also, you know how we were talking about that voice actress that does her voice,
Yeah.
Nicole Goodnight? I was looking at the credits for the music, and the music is also done by the person who does the music for the No Sleep podcast.
That's
So
awesome.
they must be like friends or like in
Yeah.
cahoots. I don't know if it's like a Canadian thing because I think No Sleep podcast is like a Canadian thing. But I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, I'm like, look at that,
Yeah.
so fun. I know.
One
I
day
can't
we'll
wait to
have
play
her
more.
on.
Nicole Goodnight.
Yeah.
I would.
I'm
My
manifesting
God.
it now. I like really hope it. I really hope so.
If we both have to dress up as princesses.
I'll just wear a completely black suit and be the dragon.
Yeah. Or like get like a bird beak and be like, hey, a bird beak and like black feathers.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was that the dragon one where you got to see
Yes.
what you look like. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you asked me, you're like, have you ever seen yourself? And I'm like, only in like pictures on Google, like what people say I look like.
Yeah.
But that was really neat.
Yeah.
How did we get that route?
I believe it's you start the specter route, and when the specter possesses you, you slay yourself. And then you wake up as the princess in chains.
And then you see me come down being like, well, stabby.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Like it was so cool. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
God. I went back and did so many of those rounds where you go down to, do lunch and games with the princess and just made like every single decision I can do there. Be like, do you still love me? I'm like, no. And she's like, okay. It's just like, why am I so fucking cold?
It's like I cried the other day when I because I was doing the damsel route, and she's like one of my favorites, and you had to like stab her to get one of the endings, and I was like, please forgive me.
What is she? Is she just like, oh, I guess I deserve this?
She's like, did I do something wrong?
That's what it was. Did I do something wrong? That killed
and then
me.
and then she doesn't like close her eyes. She just stares up at you dead, and I'm just like, princess, I'm sorry. I love you. I swear. I really like the damsel's like fluffy dress.
It's she has the best outfit.
Like
to
just
me,
like walking down the stairs and like just seeing like everything that the damsel is just like, I want
princess.
to like pick you up and just take you away from this mess.
Yeah, I want to make you my bride.
I want to just like sit here with you and just like give you cuddles.
The first time you met the prisoner, did you end up inspecting the chain?
Not the first time.
Okay.
It was like 2 or 3 times later.
See, for me, like, I don't know what is wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
And every move that I do on a first playthrough, I'm like, I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it always turns out to be the wrong thing. So I was like, yeah, of course I'll inspect that other chain. I'm just like, fuck. I made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
God damn it.
See, that's what I like about that game, though. It's just so replayable.
It's worth it's like one of the most worth money games.
Yeah, it's like what,
That, like,
20 bucks?
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's
and I
always
already
it's
have like
always on
20
sale.
hours in that game, so
Yeah, it's so replayable. It's worth every penny, and it's cheap. It's always on sale. That's why, like, I love these, like, storytelling games.
yeah.
When it's a good storytelling game, like, you get so much out of it. I know that I think you're one of them too, but that says, like, you don't like to really watch your games, which is totally, like, understandable.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is like a fair in
Visual
between.
novels are the one exception for me.
You'd consider this a visual novel?
I think this is like a visual novel, dating sim, choose your adventure horror game.
It's a clusterfuck because they have the other game out called Scarlet Hollow, and that is a visual novel.
Yeah.
1000%. Doki Doki visual novel. This one is like a visual novel, like, yeah, like on crack.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know, like,
Slay the Princess is everything that I loved about Sucker for Love and more. Like, Sucker for Love was like one of my favorite games for like a solid 2 months, and then I played Slay the Princess, and I was just like, this is just the best game to ever exist ever. Like,
did you like the newer Sucker for Love
I
better?
haven't played it. I only played the first one.
Okay, which one is First Date? The first
First
one?
Date is the first one. Yeah.
Okay, and then what's this? the next
Date
of?
to Die For.
A Date to Die For. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I love how at the beginning of Slay the Princess, it's like, remember, this is a love story.
Yeah.
And you're like, because you kind of forget about that during your playthrough.
Yeah.
It's like, you can play this romantically.
Yeah.
Where's the princess? I fucking love it.
I'm glad I think I got the damsel first try, like my first round, and then I got the tower second because I was like, oh, so we clearly got to slay the princess, and that'll like like I love how like every playthrough will be different, so no one will have like the same experience as you do. Because
Your first.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say your first playthrough watching you were doing pretty much, you didn't take the knife too often, so you
Yeah.
got the damsel, and like the nicer routes, and then like you took the knife, get the tower. It's just so replayable. You could even like you can go in and not take the knife, and then all of a sudden like the knife's down there with you, and you can take it, and it completely changes. Like
Yeah.
your actions will have consequences, you know?
Yeah, that's
Which
what
is the most.
That's what I love about that first section, is because it's truly like so it's like one of those line graphs where like you start at the top, and as you go down, if you choose one path, it goes down to here, and you get like 3 others. It's truly like just like the gaming equivalent of that. And I just really like that a lot.
Like your fucked up family tree. Yeah, there's a lot of lines. There's lines going out I can't even imagine.
Hold on. So I have thought about this. I've put way too
Okay.
much thought into it. I am so it all ends at me.
Isn't that Blake Lively movie that just came out? It ends at me. No, just kidding.
I don't know.
That's it ends with us. I'm stupid.
I'm
stupid.
Okay.
Throw that out the window.
So it's
It
me.
ends at you. Okay.
And then there's the 5 branching paths of you, Sumi, Crims, Virgo, and John.
John?
John.
Who's John? Oh, Alpha.
Yeah.
I was like, John? Is John your dad or your mom?
So originally so originally John was with Virgo, and so he was my dad, and then you married Sam, so Sam is my stepmom, and she's with Alpha, so he's now my stepdad.
Stepdaddy, yeah.
But One Speed, Chill, and just everyone that Sumi's with are like my real parents, I guess.
See, this it's so unexplainable.
And then like so then like Sassy is my aunt twin. And Eris is my stork sister. And that's the simple part. And after that, it just gets so complicated.
I just love how you're just like, please, I don't need any more moms.
Yeah, everyone, like, I kid you not, like, every time
and I'm like, stepmom, you're like, no.
every time, like,
I don't.
every time you call, like, Sevi your wife, I'm like, God damn it, that's another one.
Yeah, Sevi's been my wife for a long time.
Yeah.
So she's definitely. She's like the cool stepmom though. Like she's the one that takes me to get like finger tattoos. You know.
There's so I sent you a meme a while ago, and it's like an AI. So it's like a conversation, but it's an AI song singing the conversation, and the opening thing is like, "Hey, can you help with a cover up?" And it shows off like his knuckles tattoos, and the knuckle tattoo just says "wife life." And the tattoo artist is like, with that font, you can change every letter after W with an E, and it would say "we." And the way that the AI song sings that part, it's so good. I made that into a channel point redemption.
Did you have to use it? Wee.
Yeah. I showed it off yesterday. Yesterday's morning stream was a fucking fever dream, dude.
Tell me about it.
So I don't even like remember like how it started off. It was like, oh yes I do. So I started stream, and I started playing Devil May Cry, and I'm like walking through the game. I'm fighting enemies, and Kristen comes in and plays the Chaos Redeem. And Potatoes Mod Recycled Beauty comes in, and she's like, "What the fuck am I listening to?" And I'm like, "All right." So this is what my brain sounds like at 3 a.m. And then I'm like, "If you liked that, let me show you this new redeem I have." And I play that redeem, and she's like, "I love it here. Like, I'm staying." And I'm like, "Thank God." But yeah, I don't know. And
What's your favorite redeem on your stream?
Oh, I took all of them off today, so for podcast stuff. I don't know why. I take them off for podcast stuff so we can have like clean audio. Because the first episode, dear God, there's a section in the opening part of the first episode where someone subscribes and you could hear the sub alert go off. I'm like, I fucking hate that. So I just turned my redeems off.
I feel you.
I turned like everything off, and it also like I get overstimulated easily anyway.
I do too. I've been feeling like I'm getting more overstimulated, like recently.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe old age.
I don't know. It's like for me, it's just like my autism.
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 How the Crim says it.
Crimmy does the like SpongeBob rainbow meme.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I like the Croc Hug redeem. That's been like the one that I use the most often.
Can I fake redeem it since I know we're not live?
No, because I don't know where Charlie is.
Charlie! Is this your bedroom?
This? Yeah.
Yeah.
My bed's over there.
In the corner where there's nothing?
Like on the other side of my desk. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I was like, because the other day I was like, I think he streams from his bedroom.
Yeah.
But now I don't think so anymore. Because I never saw a bed.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's over there.
Yeah.
Right off the stream.
Even with my old desk, you could barely see my bed over there. It's just where my desk is and how my bed's not that long, so you can't.
Your bed's not that long.
Yeah.
You know what I think are what I think's really cool?
What's that?
Those like those beds that are shaped as like cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, I would love not a car, but I would love a bed shaped like something. Honestly, I think my bed is really cool. I have the loft bed.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is, like, you can't really you gotta sleep up there and
Yeah.
nothing else
Yeah.
because it'll hit your head.
Hmm. I used to have a
So the low
bunk bed
ceilings.
back there.
Ooh.
Um, I didn't share it with like my brother or anything. The only reason I had it was to keep all my plushies on the either the top or the bottom. Cause
That's what's up.
I have a lot of plushies, believe it or not.
I love
You can
that.
see like those. That's like a fraction of them.
Do I see a Sailor Jupiter?
Yeah, you see Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mars over there.
Uh,
They used to be over there, but I put them there so people could see them.
Fuck yeah.
Those are just my favorites. And then I have like some in my closet. I have like Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hmm.
I have Norman from My Friendly Neighborhood.
You love him.
Yeah.
Did you get Norman from
Makeship.
Makeshift?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that Don't Fret game mascot horror?
Yeah.
Nice. How'd you like that game?
It's just a demo at the moment, and it's like one of the best horror demos I've played recently. It doesn't like my computer when I stream though.
What is it about? Like, how do you play?
So you play. So one of the cool things about Don't Fret is you play as like the mascot of the game. You play as Fret, the guitar, and you're basically like running through the school to get. I forget what the collectible is, but you're running through the school to get like a collectible, and I guess turn back into a human.
Okay.
The demo doesn't really go into the story much. The demo's like it's like some plot, but the plot cuts off, and then you're just in the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a guitar?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine this.
Have you seen the Steam page for Don't Fret?
I see, yeah, but like not the video footage for it.
Like pretty much just the character that is like on the logo. That's who you play as.
Okay, he's cute.
Yeah.
Any other mascot horrors coming out?
That's a good question. 1 second.
Yeah, because that's your favorite.
I have been like growing a little bit out of like the mascot horror love. Not that I don't love it, I just don't love it as much as I did because it's all kind of just the same generic garbage at the moment. And that sucks because a lot of it has like really good potential. I still need to play both Amanda the Adventure games. That's the Dora ripoff.
The Dora one, yes.
Yeah.
I saw Rahora playing that the other day.
Finding Frankie apparently is really good. That's a parkour mascot horror game.
Parkour.
Yeah. I hear it's a lot like not Among Us. What's the other game? It's they're little bean dudes. You're trying to like race Fall Guys?
Oh, Fall Guys.
Yeah. I hear it's a lot like that.
God. Fall Guys, dude, I am so bad at Fall Guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. I'll only play Fall Guys if we play in a squad because all of you don't have to make it. And I definitely won't make it.
Uh-huh.
So I need to rely. Remember, I'm not a leader. I need to rely on other people.
That's fair.
I hope that not I hope.
No, continue. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
No, I lost my train of thought. Now here we go. The game My Friendly Neighborhood. Would you say that's like the best of the mascot horrors? Because it feels like it's like the most cohesive game. Just being an outsider looking in.
It's definitely the one that makes the most sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
no,
because
totally.
it's not broken up into like 5 chapters. They're making like where they make chapter 1 and then like 3 years later
Hmm.
they make chapter 2 and then they just don't finish the game.
That
It's
sucks.
like I wish Mascot Horror, like, if you're going to make a game chapter based, do it the way Bendy did, where you pay where you pay like it was like 5 Bendy was like $5 when it
Hmm.
first came out, and you paid for the first chapter, but each chapter you got free because you paid for the first one. Not like the first chapter's free and then you got to pay like $14 for the next one. It's like $14 for like 45 minutes of like just pure garbage.
Oh,
And I'm
I'm
just like,
so mad.
like that's what I hate about
Well,
like Garten of Banban,
oh,
like
oh, golf
golf
with
with
your
your
friends.
friends. Yeah. um, the chapter 1 is like, all right. It takes, what's the most recent one? I think it's chapter 7, 8, 7. Seven's decent, but it took like 6 games for it to be like, okay, this is like a decent game. It's not good. It just it's like, and like I didn't hate playing it. I didn't feel like my time was wasted.
But
You
like,
know.
they should come out with like that cohesive game and then
Yeah.
put it out, not just like sell it in chapters because that's
Yeah.
so stupid. Like you said, like $15 or however much for like 45 minutes of trash. That's what I didn't like about and I try not to play any itch.io games, but I wanted to support Hotel Room Haunting. And I played it when it first came out, and then he would keep doing improvements on it. And I messaged the guy, the developer, and I was like, does this mean I each improvement, on Steam where they just do updates and it's just like you just press update, it goes whatever.
Yeah.
On itch.io you have to pay for the
So
updates,
like
like to play the new updated game.
so like if so like say like he updates the game once and you don't pay for that update. If he adds another update, can you just pay for update 2?
um well, on itch.io I know it's like donation. Could you donate nothing and still play it?
I don't know. I don't use itch.io,
Because
so.
I don't really either. So itch.io works a donation base. So some creators can set it so like you donate to play, but it has to be like, I don't know, a minimum of $3.
Mm.
Or there's no option for you to just download this for free. So
Mhm.
I did pay something for Hotel Room Haunting. And then when the second version came out like a couple days later with some upgrades, I was like, all right, let me see. And I wasn't able to play it with the upgrades. And I messaged the guy, I said, do I have to pay for this again? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going to. Like, I'm not going to pay for the same game, but like it doesn't glitch out in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I don't like itch.io for that reason. The best game on itch.io is Late Night Mop. I can't recommend Late Night Mop more in my entire fucking life. That game was so fun. Have you played it?
No, but I hear you talk about it quite often.
I love it.
I'm sure.
I
Yeah,
love
clearly.
it. I love it
Um.
so much.
So, there's a game that I really like. It's called Happy's Humble Burger Farm.
Yes.
The
Yes.
dev company, behind that, they're called Scythe.
Scythe.
They do a bunch of their old games are on itch.io, and I want to play them. But I have that same fear that Crimmy has, where like I don't want to like download something and it be like a virus.
Yeah.
I want to say that their old games are on like a Dread package, Dread X passage, whatever those like
Yeah.
collections are.
DreadX. Yeah, DreadX.
But I don't know for sure.
You should check to see if it's on Steam.
The Dread passages, yeah, those are on Steam. And I definitely want to play some of those because they're like the trash horror collection. I want to play some of those trash horror games so badly. I have yet to play any.
No Poop Killer yet?
No Poop Killer. I'm sure, like I know for a fact I'm gonna love it because I've watched you and Crimmy play 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm. They're so
Um,
they're great, and they're also like I don't you like those Fierce to Fathom games?
I've only played the first one.
Okay, so that's the same company, the Poop Killer company,
Oh, nice.
that makes Fierce to Fathom, I
Mm,
believe. So 616 Games, I think that's what it is. So it's that whole style. It's
nice.
almost like like that pixelated like Papa Combo and Poop Killer style. Those are some. Oh my god, I love those games
Yeah.
so much.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't wait for you to play them.
Yeah.
They're so low commitment too. So if you get like a trash horror collection, it has like 10 games on them. Some of them are absolute trash. And if you don't want to keep playing, it's just like, yeah, let's play. Let's check out another one of their titles.
Yeah.
You know, I've done that plenty of times. Where I'm like, I don't know where the fuck to go now.
Yeah.
Neat.
I watched someone do like a 12-hour stream where they just played an entire trash horror collection, and I was like, that's badass. I want to do that.
That's commitment. I
Yeah.
honestly, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Just
Like
like all the trash horrors.
I feel so like I love doing 12-hour streams, but I feel so bad because I always play the same 3 games. It's either
I
like
don't feel bad.
I don't know why I feel like that. Because like people love like hanging out with me for 12 hours, which is awesome because I always like dead at the end because it's like 3 in the morning and I've just streamed for 12 hours. I think my favorite 12-hour stream that I've ever done was the Resident Evil one. Where I played 2, 3 in Village. That was
I
just
love that.
yeah.
You have to during those long streams. You have to play things you enjoy,
Yeah. That's
or
why
else
I play
you.
the same 3 games because it just makes
But
sense
I
to me.
but playing those Resident Evil games, like there's something about as an outsider, there's something about watching somebody who loves the Resident Evil games and I'm gonna say like knows how to play them. There's something that is really like special about watching that. So
Yeah.
like even though like you may be thinking like, oh, like the same 3 games, I feel bad. It's not. You're good at those games. You know how to like you know all about them.
Yeah.
It's such a difference between watching a noob
Mhm.
play as watching someone who knows what they're doing. I'm gonna say it's almost more enjoyable to watch when you know what you're doing. Because
Yeah.
also like people could ask you questions
Mhm.
and like stuff. I really enjoy it. Whenever I do 12-hour streams, I can go in and be like, I'm gonna play random. I want to play Dead by Daylight
Mhm.
because that's not go because I know that game does not make me happy for 12 hours.
Yeah.
What game makes me happy for 12 hours? I'll usually do like a storytelling like Detroit or Dark Picture Anthology, which I would absolutely love to do dark picture games with like you, Sam, and Alpha
Yeah.
and just fucking wreck shit.
Yeah.
That would be so fun because you could actually play as characters together, and that would
Nice.
be amazing. But like those games are fun to do because you're with your friends too, and you're kind of like the time flies by.
Yeah.
But like you have to play games that you absolutely love if you're doing a long stream.
Yeah. And I think I love those games a lot because they're low commitment. And like I don't have to like actively be watching them to like play them if that makes sense. Like I can like look away for like more than 10 seconds and be fine and know where I'm going to be and
You could just stop and like do like chat or
Yeah.
it's not just when you're using that much brain power for
Yeah.
so long, it's like you're gonna get burnt
Yeah.
during the stream for sure. Have you thought about a 24-hour?
I've thought about it and I don't know if I'm ready yet. I want to do a few more like 12 hours just like cuz I only started doing 12-hour streams like once a month starting in March.
Wow.
So I just
I like
like doing them once a month that way it's just like easy and I can just like not think about like a stream and I can just miss a few days if I need to.
24 is very hard. Just for me, I know I wanted to do it once, and once was good enough for me.
Mhm.
That was fucking
It's
it.
it's the
Uh,
whole sleeping on stream thing that gets me.
You know how like your bed is right there.
Yeah.
Nobody will see you.
And I have
So
a thing to cover my camera as well, but even still like I don't know what it is. Just having my computer on for that long just bothers me.
See that? Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely see that.
Because I can turn my monitors off and like put it into sleep mode, but it's my keyboard. My keyboard just glows blue. So and when I turn the lights off, it's bright. And
Mine glows rainbow.
nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'll probably do it one day just to do it, but like not
Hey,
anytime
who
soon.
needs sleep on stream? 24 hours of being awake.
Dude,
and
if
then
I'm
you just
awake for
knock out.
24 hours, I'm gonna say some stupid funny shit, dude. It's gonna be the
And I'm
best
kinda
for
looking forward
everyone
to
but
it.
me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need that. I need 24-hour max. Max 247.
I'd have to like sleep for like 2 days first, though.
You hibernate. You just one day you just eat like everything all day long. You
Yeah.
sleep for 2 days, and then it's stream day.
Yeah. I would
Also,
take
you're
so many
so
breaks.
hydrated. You have to.
Yeah.
And like long breaks, like 15, 20-minute breaks.
Yeah.
Like not just like 5-minute walk around. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
And I would cut it up so like not everything was you play a game. Like have like some breakfast on stream. You know what I mean? Like do something else, like do just chatting.
I'd probably like work a podcast into it.
That
Like
great
have
idea.
it like start with the podcast. That way, like everyone can just like get in and like
it's a
do their
fantastic
thing.
idea, honestly.
And
That's
then we
a
can
great
just
idea.
switch. You know.
Yeah, switch to games.
Switch to games. Yeah.
I love that. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah,
That's
I've
fantastic
thought
idea.
about doing that for a 12-hour stream, but I just never knew how to like work it in.
Same as you just said. You could start, or you can play games and be like, all right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go. Let's Wrangle Alley, and I'll come on there and be like, hello.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea. Honestly, I like that a lot.
Yeah. I really liked that stream that I did where you and I played Demonologist together.
That was fun.
And then later me and Diana played Demonologist together, and then I just went back to like my regular stream. Like it was just an impromptu 12-hour stream, and it just happened to be just you, me hanging out, and then me and Diana hanging out. And
it's nice having friends.
Yeah.
It's harder when you're alone. Your
Yeah.
friends keep you hype. You know, they keep you energetic.
Yeah. I think that's what I really liked about your birthday stream this year.
With the quarry?
Yeah.
I had so much fucking fun.
Dude.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. That's what I'm saying. Like that same group we had to get like together and do like a dark picture game.
Yeah.
And like just be silly.
Yeah.
And like make everyone die or something. Like just be fucking rotten.
Yeah. I really want to get to know Sam more. Sam seems like a really cool person that I don't get to talk to much.
Same. She's really cool too. She streams only once in a while, but then like when my notification comes on, she's on. I'm like, oh, Sam's on. And she loves those dark picture games too. Like she likes the story, the Choose Your Own Adventure games too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I want to get to know her better as well. I know that you had both Sam and Alpha on the list. That would be cool to do like a couples episode with them, especially now that Alpha has moved making big moves. Yes, I love that. I just love so much.
Yeah.
Wholesomeness. What are your like, do you have any plans or goals or like aspirations for your stream in the future, like come into 2025? I know that like this past year, like the year, like you had like the goal of like getting into the CEOs for like that 1 year, and you like you fucking made it happen and achieved it. So have you thought about like, do you have a new goal in mind? Is there anything you'd like to do differently in the future for streaming?
I don't know. Like, I kind of like where I am stream wise. Like, I kind of like everything that I'm doing. I think if nothing else, I want more guests on the podcast. Like, I'm really hoping like the people who are on my list watch this, so that like they'd be like, oh, they like you know, we
they like me. They really like me.
Yeah, like I was talking to Axel Hey It's Axel,
Yeah.
the other day,
Yeah.
and she was like, I like really want to be a part of your podcast. And it like warms my heart all the time
Aww.
because I hear that a lot. A lot of people would be like, Max, like I really like listening to your podcast. Like I really want to be a part of it at some point. And I'm just like, love you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm glad people like it. That's so
Yeah.
nice.
Axel was
It's
on the
just two
list. It's
best.
just yeah.
It's just two best friends just fucking spending 3 hours together.
Yeah.
Which is, you know what I mean? Like, and I love that. Like, I feel like I get to like be myself and
Mhm.
chat with you and laugh over the stupidest fucking shit, which
Yeah.
is like it's my favorite thing in the entire world. So and I'm
Yeah.
glad people want to be a part of it and like they want to come on, and that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I love when you rate out and like some people will be like, "Oh, are you guys doing Scary for Pleasure?" And
Yeah.
we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah. And I've met
I
so
love
many
that.
new friends through the podcast too, because there was the I th- it might have been one of the episodes where you and I had been like it was just us, but it also could have been the episode was Corn and Chill. I forget what
Okay.
episode it was, but we rated Rohara and I followed her. And I went back like a year later and I was like, I remember like I met you like today, and she was like, you remember that? And I was like, yeah, because we had done the podcast that day. I love when people will be like, yeah, I was lurking today, and I was just like, love you.
Love you. This is honestly, it's a good lurk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because you could just put it on and listen,
Yeah.
and then go do, you know, fuck all.
I love
You don't have to really pay attention
I
and
love
watch.
doing streams where my friends can just lurk. Like that's why I love doing like my music streams.
I love your music streams. Their music streams are so good because I like I'm not saying like, oh, it's like low commitment or anything.
Mhm.
Like I don't mean that in like a derogatory sense,
Yeah.
but like I can just put you up, listen to the music, and then go on my other screen and do something else.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not like I have to like say like pay attention, but
Yeah.
it's like it's a nice lurk. Like it's a nice, you know, instead of having my Spotify up, I have you up.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I feel like I hope that's how people feel with the podcast too. Is like, oh, I can't watch them, but I want to listen to it because we're funny.
Yeah.
I think we're very funny. I think we're adorable.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean, we make each other laugh, and apparently that makes everyone else laugh. So.
And we both have very unique laughs.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it just fucking works. So I hope that people are like washing their dishes or doing laundry, whatever, and then they're listening to us, you know, laugh about the most random shit on the
Yeah.
planet.
I think that's why I enjoy streaming when I do, because for me, like, I know like you are like just ending work by the time I'm starting stream, or like you have like an hour or two left.
Yeah.
Um.
You go on at 3 and I get off at 4:30. It's the perfect time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Max is on, and it's so funny. By 3:00, I go like, nothing to watch, and you go live. I'm like, thank Christ! Like so many times, I'd say that. I kid you not, Max, out loud. I'm like, thank Christ, Max is on. I'm like, yes.
It's the best when I do 12-hour streams. Because I'll have like a chill like 2-hour period where it's just me like playing a game, and then I'll have like you, like just our friends like hanging out, we'll just be vibing, and then I'll have like 5 raids come in, and I'm just like, oh, I have to be professional now.
Oh, hello. And then we get to see a raid trailer, which is
Yeah.
my favorite raid trailer. It makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
That the fucking Murder House ghost is probably my favorite moment of 2024.
Yeah.
It was just, they say to this day, the ghost still haunts these walls.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Oh god.
Fuck. Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah. It's so funny. It's
Yeah.
so wholesome. And I eat it up. I just love it so much.
Yeah. Murder House was such a good game.
It's the quintessential Puppa combo. That's the one that everyone usually plays first.
I played
that and Blood Wash.
Blood Wash first, I believe.
Blood Wash is a much shorter game, and less thinking involved. Murder House, I think took a little bit to beat. That beginning part's very difficult. The
Yeah.
mall, figure out where to go.
I don't even think the mall was very difficult. I think what it is the bunny man just being the bunny man. Like
Yeah.
like him just like stalking around the house, not knowing where he's going to be. Like that's the worst part. Like he's everything that I love in a Resident Evil tyrant. I just hate him so much, but I love him at the same time, if that makes sense.
Like Mr. X.
Yeah.
Just like stalking you around the house.
Yeah.
But how about that ending though to Murder House? How good was that? No, I killed you.
It
Like zombies.
I was so confused. Like that's not the ending like I thought it was gonna happen. I had no expectations as to what I thought was gonna happen, but like the moment you enter the greenhouse and just that entire section just starts, I was like dazed. I was like ready for it to end, but I was also like, ooh, what's gonna happen? I died so many times to that boss because
Chase?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the chase
Mhm.
because I
So
couldn't
many.
because like switching. I had to switch guns. I was running out of ammo. It was just
To
like
get the gun. I
Yeah.
was dying getting the gun.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard.
yeah, because what
It
you
was
get
a
the
hard
shotgun
ending.
there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it's very hard to like
Yeah,
to kill him.
aiming was
Aiming.
bullshit. I don't know
Yeah.
how people did that on the third person mode. Like I struggled so hard in first person. Like
Oh yeah. Oh, I couldn't. And I actually did not know that you can change the settings.
Uh-huh.
So that whole mall scene I was doing like in that third person.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I can't play this game. And everyone's like, you can switch it. Actually, Jugs bought me a game for Christmas last year called Night of the Scissors. And
Yeah.
it's very similar to
Mhm.
Murder House, but you can't change the mode. And it's in fucking impossible. At least for me
Jesus.
to play.
I
Night
don't
of
like the
fucking
fixed camera games.
Same.
I don't
What's a fixed camera game besides from Resident Evil?
Devil May
So I'm like, I
Cry
don't. Oh, okay.
because they were
I don't think I've
originally the
ever
Resident
played.
Evil games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that. Did you
Yeah.
start Devil May Cry on a 12-hour?
One more time?
Did you start Devil May Cry on a 12-hour stream?
I started DMC 4 on one of my last 12 hours.
Is there a DMC 5?
There is, yeah.
How many are there?
I hear there's a sixth one in the works, but I don't know if that's true.
So the fourth one is the one that keeps crashing on you?
Yeah.
And you haven't played the fifth one?
Nope.
Nope, because you can't fucking complete the fourth one.
Yeah.
Wow, computer, wow.
I mean, it worked fine this morning. I beat the level I was stuck on yesterday this morning, but
Yeah.
I probably won't play it again on stream just because I hate games I can't tab out of.
Same here.
And
Or like it makes your computer like go black.
Yeah.
Like every time you tab. Mhm.
And because like I'm not, I have a Stream Deck, but I'm not used to using it.
Mhm.
Like I'm so used to like manually like popping out of the game and switching scenes, but
Do you notice that there are games when you play that you get more viewership rather than other? Or do you think in all of it depends on the day, the raids?
Oh, it's definitely the day for me because Fridays I get my most viewers. Sundays, like Saturdays and Sundays, it's a toss in the air.
Mhm.
I definitely have had better Sundays and better Saturdays here and there, but
Mhm.
I don't mind really.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped worrying about the numbers when I'm like
Yeah.
because I'm like if I had a good time, what's the fucking point of numbers, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like what you do it for, right?
Yeah.
I don't really worry too much about numbers. There are times though when like I'll play a game that let's say like I'm not enjoying it. Like let's say like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Like it's not like my cup of tea really, but sometimes I'll stream it and I'm feeling frustrated at this game, but also I have nobody watching me. So I'm just like, oh, this sucks. This double sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I struggle with a lot with anxiety, so I
Mhm.
think sometimes I overthink things, but like I'm usually over it pretty quickly. Like I think I tell the story a lot. Like I struggle to like even get myself in the right mindset to go live, but
Mhm.
then like you'll enter chat, Radical, Virgo, Alpha, just all my friends will just enter chat, and like all those worries will just go away like immediately.
I
Um,
feel the same fucking way. Literally, I get
yeah,
anxiety too. Every time I press go live, I'm like, oh
yeah,
god, and I'm like, I got 10 minutes, okay, and then like I'm just like that. But like, it's dorky. But like when I go to like turn on my OBS and I see that you like first in like the chat, I'm just like, oh Max, like I
yeah,
feel better. Like
yeah,
it's like guys, they bring me down, they calm me down.
yeah. That's what I love about like the podcast days, because you'll do
Mhm.
that. You'll be like first. And I'm just
I
like,
love
oh,
it.
I need that.
Have you played Bramble, the Mountain King?
No, I really, really want to.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I think Max would love
I know I
Bramble.
will. I know I will love it because like you love it. Hydra loves it.
Sumi loved it.
Yeah, everyone is like, Max, this is like your style of game. Like if you like
It
you
is.
loved Little Nightmares, you will love Bramble the Mountain King.
It's even better than Little Nightmares, which it's almost the end of the year, which means a new year, which means Little Nightmares 3 is probably
Yes.
coming out soon. I can't wait,
Yeah.
dude. I can't fucking wait to play it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be chaos.
Yeah.
We're gonna get smushed. You're gonna get so mad at me for being
I kid you not. I have watched the clip of you being like, "I'll go first. Never mind, you leave, Max." I've watched that clip so many times. I'm pretty. It has like 300 views on it. I'm pretty sure half of them are just me repeating it over and over again because it makes me laugh.
What game was it?
It's you, me, and Van talking about Little Nightmares
Oh,
3, and you're like,
oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, you're like, Max, look at this box, and I'm like, that's a shadow, and you're like, no, look at this box, and I'm like, that's not even there, and you're like, I knew that, I knew that.
That I'm getting you ready because that's how it's gonna be. It's this
Yeah,
box made of air. What's
yeah.
foreground?
I'm so excited to make all those jokes with you.
We're just gonna be laughing the whole
I've
time.
I haven't watched the trailer for it. I haven't even like looked at the
Me
Steam
neither.
page much. I'm like trying to like go in as blind as I possibly can.
Same. We'll do the same.
And that's kind of why like I replayed Little Nightmares 1 and 2 the other like a month ago, just so I can be like ready. Um I think I like Little Nightmares 1 a little bit more just cuz it's easier.
Hmm. I
Not
hear
that
that.
Little Nightmares 2 is bad because it's harder. It's just the hospital can go fuck itself.
I have too, and I've never played it. But I have watched like my friend Katie play
Yeah.
most of it, and Bagel,
Yeah.
baby Bagel Ham. I watched her. It looks so hard. It looks so difficult.
Um
Like how many times they've died. It's insane.
I will say chapter 1 the where you're running through like the forest and you're battling the hunter.
Hmm.
I love that part. Um it's like chapter 1 and 2, and then 4 and 5 I really like. But like the hospital scene is just, it ruins the game for me because I hate mannequins so much.
That could be scary.
Yeah.
What's the part where you were running around with your flashlight?
That's the hospital. That's
That was the hospital part?
yeah. I tried it again. I didn't use my controller. I actually used my mouse and keyboard, and I did it. I was like, there's
I was
no
gonna
way this
say,
will work twice.
are you using mouse and keyboard or
Yeah.
controller when playing Little Nightmares?
Mouse and keyboard.
Okay, because I'm a mouse and keyboard girly too,
Yeah.
but I know that like people play it on. But I don't know how to use a controller. I'm like, what's a trigger?
Fair.
You know.
It depends on the
Fair.
game for me. Like I'm playing Silent Hill mouse and keyboard.
Same.
I can't stand first person shooters on controller. I don't know what it is.
It's like hard to. I imagine it would be hard to kind of like unless you
Yeah.
have like auto aim to like aim it
That's what I
with like a
didn't like
stick.
about Doom 2016. Like Doom 2016 is like a very good game. It's one of the best games I've ever played, but I
Hmm.
played it on my Switch and that like really hindered my experience of it. So
Oh, nor.
I want to get it on Steam and replay it and have like experience it like how I experienced Doom Eternal. 'Cause Doom Eternal was great, but
Eternal.
I played it on keyboard, so it felt better.
Those Doom games, I've watched Chill play them. Are
Yeah.
is that the same type of Doom?
Yeah, so
Doom Eternal, Doom 2016.
yeah, those are just reboots to like the I think it's like the 90s Doom. Chill likes those games a lot more than I do. I just like them because I like they're I, I don't like like Call of Duty. I don't
Hmm.
like I don't like first person shooters that are like multiplayer. Like I much
Okay.
rather like a single player um like action like first person shooter if that makes sense. That's why I love
Yeah.
like Doom clones, all that.
Those are,
Yeah.
are they still pixelated, the games?
Well, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal aren't. They're like
Alright.
HD and all that.
Oh, okay, okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was again thinking back on like the old school, like retro looking Doom.
Yeah. Uh yeah, the retro like Doom 1, Doom 2 and yeah, Doom 1 and Doom 2 are great. But they're pixelated. So but that's
Hmm.
just cuz they came out on systems that were pixelated. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I, sometimes I'll have friends over and we'll play Pokemon Snap,
Mhm.
and I just
That's
remember
the
like
N64 one?
so the original one was the
Okay.
N64, and I have such great memories of Pokemon Snap.
Uh-huh.
It's just one of those just games that like make me so happy. And the came out on the Switch with a new Pokemon Snap a couple of years ago. And sometimes I'll invite my friends over. We'll like have some drinks and whatever. And we're just so Max. It's so wholesome and so stupid
Uh-huh.
because sometimes you'll see a Pokemon and you got to get the picture, and you take like a berry and you throw it, and then they crawl over. You're like, get the picture, get the pen. Everyone's yelling, and and then they grab the fruit and they eat it. And they're like, take it, and then you stab it. Oh, and everyone's yelling because picture. It's so cute.
That's
It's a bunch
awesome.
of fucking 40-year-olds just like, get the picture. Like it's
I
adorable.
love
It's
that.
so cute. It's the most wholesome thing ever.
Yeah.
S- I remember when Katie was just like, you want to come? She's like, can we hang out for some weeds and some snap? Because we'll
That's
just like get
awesome.
high and play snap. It's so cute. But it's nice to feel, and I know like I'm like I think like 12 years older than you.
Yeah.
It's nice to be at this age that I am now, like being a 34-year-old adult, and still enjoy and feel like how I am at like age 23.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I've aged since I've been 25 years old. That's what I tell people. Like when they're like, "Oh, you don't have kids." I'm like, "I'm a child."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Fair.
I am a child. Like I am. I just I like being an adult kid.
Yeah.
I love having the interests of, you know, Sailor Moon and Pokemon. I love that like, I'll go on like and I'll after this go and take a walk and play Pokemon, Go and um have fun with my friends and laugh about farts and like other like stupid shit. Like I have friends that are like my age who are not like me, who
Yeah.
are I'm going to say grown up,
Uh-huh.
who have these like weird responsibilities that I don't have weird, but responsibilities I don't have, and it really affects them.
Yeah.
It affects not if I mean maybe they like the way they are, but I mean it affects them feeling like young and able and the way that I feel. So I'm so grateful that I can still feel like youthful and make jokes and be this kind of like you know dorky person. I'm
Yeah.
glad like you don't see me as like someone who's just like this like old farty lady because I feel like I'm mentally like 25 years old.
I mean, you've met me.
I
You know I think you're the fucking coolest person alive, so, you know.
full body blush.
I mean,
What are your
I had a conversation with one of my friends once. I don't
Sounds like
remember
something
what the
Corn would
converse.
say. I had a conversation once.
It's true. Um, I don't remember what the topic was, but I had to think about something, and I was just like, all of my friends are 30-year-old married women.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They're all married women. I love that. What, Max? What's your type? 30-year-old married women.
No. I've been I don't know why I've been thinking about it, but I remember you asked me that on the podcast, and I've just been thinking about that a lot recently.
Well, what did I ask you?
You asked what my type of like woman is,
Yeah.
and I was thinking about it a lot, like uh, I think I just like I like the way you said it. I just want someone to be nice to me. Although I think
Yeah.
I just want someone to want me. Truly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never felt wanted in a relationship.
Oh.
I think I've
Man,
told
that's the
you
best
this.
part.
You
Yeah.
know, I think I always want the person I like a lot more than they want me. But it's just like I like them being I like being around them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's considered clingy, but
No.
like my generation sucks because it's like I want my partner, and like I don't even like want to like like them just being in like the same room as me like is just all that I want. We don't have to have a
Mm-hmm.
conversation. We don't have to we don't have to be like cuddling together. I just want like someone who will just like I just want to feel less lonely, if that makes sense. Not that I'm
Yeah, of
lonely, just like
course.
I want to feel less alone.
You want them to be there. You want to know that they're like in your airspace. You want to be
Yeah.
around them.
Yeah.
You know, you don't necessarily have to be like watching the same thing, or like she could be on her phone and you could be on the computer, but just
Yeah.
having somebody around you knowing that they care is like a lot.
Yeah.
Is everything. Yeah, that's the same thing for me. It's like I just want to be wanted.
Yeah.
I just want to be yearned for.
Yeah.
Like make me think that like that you think about me all the time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like that's of course that's not clingy at all. That's like relationship 101. That's
Mhm.
like the least someone could do for you,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, no, absolutely.
Um
I just want them to be nice to me. That's the perfect answer.
yeah. I I was thinking about this. I basically want someone who's like you but not you.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean that in the best way possible, because like
Mhm.
you make me feel like wanted. Um, I've been leaving a lot of like communities recently because like I'm clearly like not that I'm not wanted there. It's just like if I left, it like truly wouldn't matter to them.
Mhm.
I'm like I'm sure there are some people who hate me for leaving their life, but it's just like
Most people suck.
I didn't feel wanted around them.
Mm.
So like if I don't feel wanted, I'm not going to be around them.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I've been like dealing with that a lot recently. I that was one of the reasons why I'm like single now.
Mhm.
I won't go into that, but it's just like I really liked her. She was awesome. I don't regret any of the memories that we have together. It's just I didn't feel wanted, so I left.
And a lot of times people don't leave, you know, at
Yeah.
least like you're smart enough to like know and pretty right away
Yeah.
whether or not like this is somebody that you want to spend your time with, or
Mhm.
and recognize that this is a person who wants to spend time with you.
Yeah.
So like you could have just stayed in that and been complacent in that relationship,
Yeah.
but you decided like, hey, I actually don't feel good, and
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my gut right away, which is hard for most people to do.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave something that's like it's hard to like be in a relationship and then I just know for me, and then think about like not being in that relationship with that person, no
Yeah.
matter how long it's been, whether it's been like 3 months or 3 years, like leaving something like
Mhm.
that where you feel even a certain amount of love at some point, it
Yeah.
hurts. And you know, a lot of times we drag it on and
Yeah.
you don't. and you haven't from the time that I've known you. You're very strong like that. So
Yeah.
it's a really great attribute to have. And because you have that, you are going to be able to recognize when somebody is really wanting to give you love and be around you. And you're
Yeah.
going to be able to be like, I recognize that this is a person that I truly love and who truly cares about me.
Yeah.
And that's going to feel really great when you find that person. And I'm
Yeah.
really excited to be a bystander,
Mhm.
watching you go through that. So it's going to
Yeah.
be good.
I think a lot of the time. So I will be honest. I've definitely rushed relationships,
Mm.
and it sucks because typically like my thought process is like a lot of people, like I'll be like, hey, I like you, and they'll be like, I like you too, and I'm like, cool, let's do this now, because
Mhm.
I think I just like I think at the moment I just want someone, and I don't know like and I think if I want them now, I won't want them like later. I don't know why I
Mhm.
think about that. I don't know why I think like that. But like 9 times out of 10, I still think about them like even after like the relationship is done. Like I still wish them well. I just don't want to be around them. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, that, yeah. Yeah. No, that makes
I
sense.
treasure all the memories we have. Like I miss Sammy. I haven't talked to Sammy.
Mhm.
If I could apologize to Sammy, I would.
Mhm.
Um, I just want her to know that I still care about her and I wish her the best. And
Hmm.
um, yeah,
It's life.
it
We have to
is.
move
Yeah,
on and we have to do what is right for ourselves
yeah,
at the end of the day. Unfortunately, this world is probably not going to get much better than it is.
yeah,
Like, we don't know. I shouldn't
yeah,
say that. We don't know, right? So how I live my life and my philosophy is that since the pandemic, I do what I can to make me happy. And I don't let anybody, sorry, including my husband, tell me no.
yeah,
If you are, a couple hour drive away, and hypothetical, like my husband's like, oh, you shouldn't drive a couple hours to see Max, I'd be like, I'm going,
yeah,
because that's what I need to do to fill my bucket. That's what I
yeah,
need to do to give me happiness. Nothing about this drive going to see my best friend is going to make me sad.
yeah,
I need to do what makes me happy. That's why I started doing all these workouts and stuff like that over a year ago, cuz I'm sad, and I think that if I took control of something, cuz I don't have control over most things in life, right? But I have control over my shell. So maybe if I do this would mentally make me feel better. And it has. That's
yeah,
something streaming. I got into streaming for the same thing, to make friends and to make me mentally feel better. Do what you do in this life to make you happy. And there's some commitments that we have that we don't like. Work sucks, I know. But everything else, just do what makes you happy.
yeah.
Seek
Um,
out friends,
I don't.
seek out love.
I think a lot of like what it is for me is like having like all of my friends be married already. I think it's like they tell me stories about how like they were married in their 20s, and I'm just like, oh, I want that. So like a lot, but like you know, I'm sure.
Can I
I think
tell
I
you
like
how
the
happy I was I
idea.
didn't get married in my 20s?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I just like the idea of being with someone.
Uh-huh.
At least at this moment, like
Mhm.
um I'm still trying to figure out like my life. Like
Mhm.
I don't know what I want to do with my life. I kind of have like some ideas, but I don't know like where to start.
And you're young, you have so much time
Yeah.
to think about that, and who knows where life's gonna bring us.
Yeah.
Live every day to be happy as much as you can.
Mhm.
Kinda what I tell people, you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know.
Max, I do have to run.
Yeah. I
I
figured.
have to get my nails are, so long that I can't box, and I'm
Oh my
hurting my
god.
fingies. Yeah, they're not too long, but they're
Oh.
long enough. So
Yeah.
I have to go get them cut half an
Jeez.
hour. I'm just like, please.
Yeah. So I don't
I
know
do
how
want
to
to talk
end
more
the
about love.
podcast, but
I know. Do we have an ending? What is?
we typically just like I'll just be like, so what are your plans for this week? And then you'll tell me, and then we'll be like, all right, we'll see you later.
Well, you do the thing. What are your plans for this week, Max?
uh, that's a good question.
Dream. Thanksgiving is
Thanksgiving
this
is coming up.
week.
Yeah. Um, who knows? We talked about a 12-hour stream earlier. I might do that this week.
Hell yeah, that sounds
And then
awesome.
take like the rest of the weekend off. Honestly,
Yeah, that sounds good.
just working pretty much. I'll probably do a few music streams here and there because I miss doing
Oh
those.
hell yeah! I did my first fitness stream last Friday.
Yeah, I was lurking. I think I was streaming at the
I
same time.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, so I didn't like announce it or anything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
let's try it out. So I'm gonna try to do more of those, like a fitness Friday kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm streaming Monday and Tuesday this week because no stream on Thursday because it's Thanksgiving.
Wait, this is
From the
pre-recorded.
start.
This is coming out next month. So technically,
Oh, yeah,
we
you
will have
know what
already done things.
Oh,
So,
Christmas tree!
Oh,
Oh,
Christmas
Christmas tree!
yeah. I don't know.
Well, all right, so I know how to end this. Give me one piece of advice you would give to somebody who wants to start off as a streamer and get into a stream team and make friends and connections. What would you give them? What would you say to them?
I'd say like just make network. Be like if you want to be a part of a stream team, make friends with the people on that stream team.
Mhm.
That's what I like about our stream team because a lot of stream teams don't do the like public like voting or whatever. Like not public
Mhm.
voting, but like team voting.
Mhm.
A lot of times it's just the partners like will look over the application, be like this person, not this person. You know.
Mhm.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just think having a say in who joins the team is really nice
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that reflects all of us. I gotta say I'm really glad about like Sue Pizza,
Yeah.
my friend Pizza Lord.
Mhm.
She
I
mods for
I was going through the applications and I went on Pizza Lord and I was like, Pizza Lord? And I'm like, yes. I
yeah.
was like, I went through her page and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's fucking badass. She's like one of my favorite content creators. She's so awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Networking is good. I think that going into other people's streams and saying hello and talking to people in the streams is really important to build a community.
Yeah.
To get onto a stream team, like you said, it would be, make friends with those people on the stream team.
Mm-hmm.
That's really valuable. I tell people who want to be on the CEOs to do that exact same thing. Just make friends with everyone. And that for someone who's just starting off, the networking I think is really important to just be in other people's streams and start making moves that way and building a community that way.
Yeah.
And just play games that make you happy. Don't worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
Just play the games that make you happy because as much as the viewers are giving you their time, you're also giving your time to other people. We don't want to watch a bad television show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not enjoying yourself playing Doki Doki Literature Club because you're a Call of Duty main player, don't fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely feel that because I think we talked about this a lot, especially when we were first starting out the podcast. I think that's how I kind of grew my community so quickly, was because I joined like a pretty like decent community who were like nice people, you know. Like cat hatters, the alien cat, love them. I want to have them on the podcast.
Oh, wow, I haven't heard those names in so long.
Yeah, they haven't streamed in so long. Like I miss them. Like I don't like I texted them the other day and I was like, "Are you guys all right?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're good. We miss you." And I'm like, "I miss you."
Oh, it's so wholesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Well, awesome.
I think about AC a lot because she was the first person I ever modded for,
Hmm.
and she's like the reason why I like wanted to be like such a good moderator. So
Or they're a great person. I really enjoyed them.
yeah,
Sometimes they'll pop up on
I
my
wish you
computer.
got to meet them more because I remember the first time you came into their stream, and we were just all
Yeah.
chatting. We all just had a great time. Yeah, they've just I guess they just had like been busy with life and stuff.
Fuck
So
that life. Life's so busy.
yeah,
Well, I hope I get to see them again soon. And I'm looking forward to seeing all like at least the 12 new CEOs that are from Australia and
the UK.
the UK that are
Yeah,
joining us. So it's gonna be
is it the
awesome.
UK or Europe in general? It might be Europe in general because
Europe in
someone was
general.
from the
Someone's from Germany.
yeah.
Like, yeah, yep, yep. So we'll have CEOs on at all different times. So you'll never
Nice.
be without a CEO.
We'll have more friends to interview.
More friends. I love that.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
Max. Thank you so much for the pod. That was fun. It's our first like
Absolutely. I'm
pre-recorded.
gonna end it
So
now.
no